Hey guys, thank all y'all for coming. I just wanted to come out and say hi. I'm Eric Tarver from Lake Charles Toyota. Just wanted to welcome you guys to LCB Scion Esports Arena. Thanks for coming out tonight, or this evening. I guess it's this evening. We appreciate you guys coming. Make sure I tell this every time at the beginning of every game, beginning of every night. Try to make it fun to watch, so make sure next time you come, bring about 20 people with you so we can fill all the stands here. We're about to get started in just a minute. Thanks for coming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please stand with us for the national anthem.
All right, guys, we had a little technical difficulties there, but how's everyone doing tonight? Yeah? All right, how's y'all's Mardi Gras? Woo! Y'all ready to play some Overwatch now? Yeah, all right, so am I, guys. We got some exciting games tonight, but now we're starting with Hamilton versus Iowa. So over here on the red side, it's going to be the Hamilton Warriors. Woo! Give it up for Hamilton. All right, we got Caleb Sarver, Jason Day, Jay Chang, Nick Young, Dylan Menard, and Edward Chu. Give it up for the Warriors, guys. All right, good luck, Hamilton, because you're going up against, on the blue side, the Iowa Yellow Jackets. Let's hear it. Oh, Iowa bringing a big crowd tonight. All right, starting for Iowa, playing support, a senior, Paul Truebob Widener. Yeah, right. Their other support, also a senior, Low Daybreak Thibodeau. On DPS, a junior, Aaron Jake Spluter January. Another DPS, a senior, Michael Nuclear War Bourgeois. And their two flex, I'm assuming, tanks here, a senior, Hayden Joker Tuvel, and a junior, Andrew Expert Shot January. Let's give it up for the Yellow Jackets. All right, guys, we're going to be loading into the games right now. And don't forget, we are offering individual pictures and team pictures. Just come around to the technical desk back there, and we'll get you all shot up, guys. All right, Anna, let's take it away.
Thank you. All right, game one. As Zach said, we have Hamilton versus Iowa. Iowa's still hunting for their first win, but tonight might be the night.
That sounded practice.
Sounded practice?
You been working on that?
In my head,
Yeah.
over and over again.
Yes, they are still looking for their first win, but to be fair, they had to forfeit their first week. They didn't have enough players that were eligible to play, so we don't really know what we're going to see.
Right, yeah, and the team that they forfeited against is Hamilton's actually only win. So it would have been nice to see that game because maybe gave a little bit more accurate prediction. But we don't really know what's going to happen going into this because the schedules are so dissimilar, I suppose.
Yeah, it's been a lot of top and bottom tier teams playing each other each week. This will really probably be the first closest game that we've had so far.
First closest game we've had so far.
It's really good
Absolutely.
English. I've got an English degree. Nobody knows it, but I do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to see a game three? I feel like we haven't seen hardly any game threes
I
so
do.
far this season.
I think tonight is the night for game threes.
Tonight is the night.
Also, I love Miss Roberts, but giving it to Hamilton.
You're giving it to Hamilton?
I'm giving it to Hamilton.
I guess I'll give it to Iowa to level it out then.
That's rude.
It'll be 1-1. Yeah.
We got to have the on-desk synergy. We got to agree on things.
No, it's a competition. Everything's a competition. Oh, we playing Gibraltar? Is Gibraltar map 1?
I believe so.
I hate Gibraltar.
Do you?
I hate it.
Why?
It sucks.
It's so good for dive. It's so good for so many things that are not Ryan Zarya.
Yeah. You're going to see Ryan.
Well,
you always see Ryan. You can't play Overwatch these days without Ryan. That's just not how it works.
All right, fair point. But you could play Winston Diva, and Hamilton has an excellent Winston player. They also have an excellent Pharah player.
They do. They're Winston player, yeah.
I don't even know what Iowa has an excellent of. I haven't seen enough of them.
Haven't seen them enough? Yep. Hamilton, like you said, they do have an excellent Winston. They do have an excellent Pharah. Some synergy there because Gibraltar is very multi-leveled. You know, right out the gate, you try to take that first turn. You have that second floor with everybody just shooting down on you. Might work in their favor, you know, on their attack. If they can get the Pharah, they can get up there, get the Winston, get up there. On defense, not so much. Winston, you have to give up the high ground.
Well, you still got the long-range projectile. You can boot people off the edge if they try and flank, go up that side stair. There's still a lot you can do with the vertical mobility. Plus, Winston, you can jump down, contest the payload, hop back up, get your heals. There's a lot going on.
A whole lot going on.
Ron Shield doesn't really do a whole lot against Winston's Tickle Cannon.
Not a whole lot, yeah. It looks like I'm having a little bit of trouble getting Iowa logged in, but they're getting it solved right now. Almost there. Almost ready to go. Going to kick off Gibraltar.
How's the Hamilton synergy on the player icons? Not looking too strong, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think people would have learned by now. You know, if you don't have the same player icons, you're not going to win.
I think we have a 100% win rate on
with
similar
matching icons. Yeah. And you always want to get, you want to get your Overwatch team that has the appropriate colors. You know, if you can match them up, Hamilton could go with like maybe the Outlaws or the Valiant. Valiant would probably be really good for Hamilton.
Now the new
get the green.
Valiant colors are like blue and orange. They
Is it
changed
really?
Yeah, they're awful. They look a lot like Spitfire's colors last year.
Well, that's dumb. Those have to be Outlaws fans then, right?
Yes.
We can all weep together. Yeah.
I would gladly take some more of the Valiant fans over to the Outlaw side. So, was that only one?
Only one. 5
Only
of
one.
6. They're almost there.
All right.
One left.
Cool. So it looks like we're gonna also tonight, we're not gonna see a whole lot of it probably unless it also goes to map 3. Iway versus Iway's playing on the backstage as well. Iway versus FK.
Maybe they'll have some synergy there. You got so many players. They have more players playing in the room at the same time than anybody else. I feel like that's got to be good for something, right?
It probably gets you the most fans in the stands.
Does it? Or does it get you the least? Because so many of your people are in the
back
field or whatever you would call it, on the court.
Well, they're still going to be cheering somewhere.
Yeah.
Presumably, or oohing. Oh.
Yeah.
That's not what. Those are not what you want to hear.
Yeah. Typically not what you want to hear. Attacking though, Hamilton. We don't get to know who goes first on blue versus green. They're loading in now. Great. Awesome.
That's cool.
Blue versus red doesn't tell you who goes first, does it?
No.
Lovely.
Roboito could
So we
probably
can't-
tell us.
So we don't get to
Or is blue always first?
We don't get to predict round 1 quite yet, but we'll see once the attacks.
We
get
can still
underway.
predict it.
Well, you don't know who's attacking.
Yeah, but you can. Well, I guess
It
that's
matters.
fair.
It matters.
I think Gibraltar, Hamilton, hold just after point B.
Hold just after B. Okay, so if Hamilton goes first, we're going to assume Hamilton's attacking first. I'm going to say Hamilton's
No, I'm saying Hamilton's defending first.
Okay.
Hamilton
They
defend first,
hold- okay.
just after point B.
So Iway attacks first. You're saying they're going to get just after B. If Iway attacks first, I'm going to say they're going to get the 3 cap in overtime. I think it's going to be close.
3
I think
cap
it's
in
gonna be-
overtime.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think they're going to get a 3 cap in overtime. The full
right.
cap. And then they're going to hold Hamilton to just after B. I'm going to steal
Just
you on
after
that
B?
one. Just after B.
You think that's the hold place,
That's the hold.
regardless of who holds?
Yep, that's it. That's
right.
definitely the hold. It's always the hold, though. You have the spaceship
No,
up top.
I've definitely been held in spawn before.
Well, yeah, but, assuming you can get out spawn, you're around the first corner, you're good. Then you get there, you get to the little spaceship, and then nobody knows what to do. That's just how it works.
There's so much good vertical mobility there as well, though. You hop on the spaceship if they have a Widow player.
Yeah. Hamilton, I think, will definitely have the advantage, unless Iowa, like we're saying, we haven't been able to see that much of Iowa. But unless they have like a Winston or a Farrah or something with that vertical mobility, maybe even like a Widow or something.
Yeah. We've seen
Hamilton's
a
gonna
lot
have the
of
advantage
Junkrat
there.
this season as well from
Yeah.
almost every team.
Which
Junkrat really
Junkrat has-
good. You can just sort of rain chaos down
Yeah,
from
right.
up there.
And he has vertical mobility with his mind. He can throw it down and blow himself up into the sky.
You don't really need a whole lot of people over there. You need somebody down on the ground contesting cart.
I mean, theoretically, but that's what Reinhardt's for, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're not good for a whole lot else these days.
Yeah.
Except
well,
for everything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the Orisa
It looks
of
like
old.
we are loaded in.
Loaded
we are
in.
assembling heroes.
Assembling heroes. In 30 seconds, we'll get to see. We'll see if Hamilton's running the infamous Winston Farrah
Right.
or no.
They have been running Winston Rhyme. So if Iowa's been scouting, they should have some counters there.
Right.
Like, I would really love to see Iowa running a Reaper this week.
Reaper's always a good pick, especially playing into Reinhardt or something, because he has a ton of
specifically
HP.
that Winston, he
Yeah,
doesn't
or
have hardly
Winston,
any
yeah.
armor.
Yeah. He has a ton of HP. You have a ton of bullets. You got a ton of self-healing. You'll do good. That's kind of how that always works out, right?
Reaper's self-heal, not as good as it used to be, though. It's down to 30%.
Down to 30%.
He also
Still
had
worth
a
it,
recent nerf on his Hellfire Shotgun fall-off range, I do believe. I think it's down to 7 meters.
Well, it should be. It's a shotgun.
Well, I'm not saying it shouldn't be. I'm just saying that it is a thing that is used.
Right.
All right, so
Oh, you hear that? Do you hear it?
I do. I'm very excited about it, but also not really expecting these two comps here.
We'll see. I think it can work out. There's a lot of synergy.
I like it.
Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting to see it.
Yeah. It looks like Hamilton is going to attack first. So
I was correct.
So it looks like, yeah, you are correct. You're looking for a just after B hold. Coming out the gate. Here we go. This Ryan Zarya on the side of Iowa going to be difficult to hold this high ground with, because both their ranges are pretty limited. Zarya does have a right click, she can get down there. Ryan can fire strike, but generally can't do that much towards the low ground here. So this is going to peek around this corner. It looks like the Ryan shield on the side of Hamilton already getting a little bit weak. He's going to go ahead and drop it, try to recharge.
Reaper Winston doing a high flank on the top. He's going to get battered down by that Reinhardt pretty quickly, though.
Wow, a good pin coming out from Hamilton right there. Goes ahead and takes 3 out really early. Reinhardt popping off. He does get taken out by Zarya, though, on the side of Iowa there. But still in there slugging away. They got May trying to get some freezes down, trying to do as much damage. Just a little bit of health left. It looks like she is going to manage to stay alive, though. Iowa Zarya is going to return the favor on the Winston right there, though. The payload going on. Iowa opting to kind of pull back here. You see Moira right there.
I would have said that Iowa had won that engage, but the payload just making steady progress right there. They never hopped down to contest.
Yeah, Hamilton knew if they could just keep one guy down there and they could kind of distract Iowa, they'd get up under that bridge. A critical choke to get through. It's a very good play from Hamilton right there. Looks like Hamilton is going to maybe pull back a little bit with that Iowa ult coming out. She's going to go ahead and clean up the opposing Moira. Reaper rather, is going to go ahead and take out Zarya, so it's going to be an even fight coming here. Reinhardt's are in there swinging, doing as much damage as they can. Really close. It looks like Iowa's Reinhardt does get the best of Hamilton right there, though.
Yeah, Hamilton's going to do a good reset here, having lost half their team. But they've pushed it hard enough now that they can take high ground, swing down on top or through any of the side doors. They have a lot more options right now.
Right, yeah, like we were saying, it's very critical to get past that first little choke under the bridge right there. Once you're through that, you have a lot more options that you can work with. Looks like Iowa is going to get a quick pick early on. Winston's going to go ahead and jump in. That is going to be quite a bit of ult charge for the McCree right there. He is going to go ahead and get his ult online. It looks like Iowa quite a bit ahead in ult economy right now. So this next fight should really go Iowa's way. Hamilton really wants to try to push this, maybe try to draw out some of those fights, go in, try not to use any of theirs, try to get the ult advantage tipped more their way.
Yeah, I think Hamilton's tank player right there was thinking, I'm close enough to my ult, I can jump in, get it, and use my ult to sow some chaos and get back out, but he just didn't do quite enough damage before he was cut down, jumping into that ult.
Yep, he is going to go ahead and invest ult here. It looks like they're going to go ahead and grab him, keep him down. The McCree ult coming out to clean up Reaper there. It looks like Reinhardt is going to go ahead and clean up.
Hamilton investing pretty much everything they have to win this fight right here.
Absolutely. A good fight on the side of Hamilton, but it looks like Iowa is going to go ahead and get the best of them. Like we were saying, going into this fight, Iowa has a lot more ults to work with, so the fight will most likely go their way. I think Hamilton right there, if they could have maybe used just a couple less ults in that fight, they could have really swung this their way. Unfortunately, they do invest the ults, though, so they really need to make this next fight count. They need to make Iowa commit ults so that they can have a good third fight to push through to this first point and get a little bit more time on the clock.
Hamilton has made a swap to the Pharah here now, and Yellow Jackets don't have a whole lot to contest that Pharah other than McCree, so if he can just play sidelines, then he should be fine.
Yeah, and if you can combo maybe like your Ryan Chatter with that Pharah, something to immobilize all the players, so you can just get the free kills from Pharah, you can really fight.
He just swapped to this Pharah, and he's already almost at barrage.
Yeah, both Moira ults are going to come out. We are going to see a Shatter. It does manage to get a couple. Iowa going to go ahead and clean up 2. Reinhardt on the side of Hamilton will fall. But it looks like Pharah is going to respond, but this is going all Iowa.
I believe that was the 3rd Moira ult from Daybreak right there.
Moira always charging her ult very quickly. One of the fastest ults to charge in the game, I'm pretty sure. That's going to be a good hold on the side of Iowa right there.
That was an excellent hold. And I'm not feeling good about it.
Not feeling good about it? Worth noting, though, Hamilton did get through that first choke, so, they can set up on the defense now, and they at least have somewhere to hold. It's not all hope is lost type situation. They do have a solid footing if they can just, get bunkered down and hold strong.
And you can hold that particular location from the high ground, basically the whole entire fight, so you never have to give up advantage in positioning.
Right, yeah. And if you see them start to round this corner, you can pull back, you can go around the back, and you get a second hold. They got it far enough that they could get around the back and, get a second try, when you're on the move like that, depending on your comp. Not necessarily going to perform as well, but it's possible.
So at this point, would you say it would behoove Hamilton to maybe put in a Symmetra for the teleporter just in case they get an early pick to get back, or
They
you
could try
think
it.
all in?
I mean, they could try the teleporter. You know, I think even more important than the teleporter, though, is the massive amounts of damage that the Symmetra can put out versus the shield tanks. You know, if that Winston jumps on you, if you've been charging up on the Reinhardt shield, you can vaporize him pretty quick.
So it looks like Hamilton's going to elect to go with a old favorite of
The
our buddy
classic.
Zach.
Yep, the classic.
Pull out the old Bastion.
Yep. Classic setup, you know, it's basically what you would expect on this point. Pretty standard comp to come out when you have to make this stronghold. Not very mobile, but, you know, you don't have that much ground to give up, so you don't necessarily need to be mobile. You need as much damage as possible.
Right, there's not a whole lot of ground to be covering, so the Lucio is a little bit curious of a pick. You're not going to have to get anybody back.
Yeah, Lucio, though, you know, he's good at stalling, at least, you know, if it doesn't go their way.
Very peculiar hold position from Hamilton's Bastion right there.
It looks like it was a trap. Winston jumps right on there, starts doing the damage. Reinhardt pulled out front here. It does. Oh, it looks like May actually manages to clean up the Winston right there. Bastion does fall. It's going to be devastating for Hamilton. You really want that Bastion up. Unfortunately, they don't have a Mercy to get the res off, so he's probably going to be down for the duration of this map. But it looks like Lucio is going to respond with a kill on Iway's May right there. 2 kills coming out from Iway. It looks like they're going to go ahead and push this point. They got 2 on the cart. It looks like
The Winston
Hamilton
should be able to get back just in time if he jumps down.
bashing around that corner. If he can get set up, maybe get a couple picks, they can still trickle in.
He gets melted down by that Zarya awfully fast.
It looks like Winston does manage to get there, and I think that is Moira in the ult in the fight there with him.
But May now back, splits off the team with that wall, but there's not enough damage there to follow up on the separation.
Hamilton is going to fall right there. It looks like that map is going to go all Iowa.
Victory.
Yes, it did. Iway showing really good teamwork right there. That's one of the things, even last year, we saw Iway always had really good teamwork, really loud players.
Absolutely. True Bob with the play of the game on Lucio.
You know, I would expect a boop, but there's nowhere to boop anybody right here. This looks like this is that last play. I think good work right there. Getting a little bubble from the Zarya right there at the end.
Putting in some work. Plenty of heals coming out, plenty of damage coming out, all around. Great Lucio.
Great Lucio play. I didn't see any wall ride. There wasn't any sort of Hail Mary dive bomb.
Dive bomb, boop into something crazy, into
It's
something else
the
weird.
4 headshot melee boop combo, that
Right,
one-shot
yeah.
squishies that you
Of
really got to
course,
watch out
of
for
course,
from the
you have to
Lucio.
watch out for that. So that map obviously going very much lopsided towards Iowa. Like we were saying earlier, they are still hunting for their first win. So after map 1, it looks like they might be able to get that tonight.
I have faith in Hamilton.
You have faith.
I do.
They can definitely turn it around here. They need to win this second map for sure. Force the map 3. They win that, it'll be all them.
No, they're just going to win map 2 so hard that we don't even have to go to map 3.
Don't go to map 3. That'd be interesting. I don't think I saw that in the rulebook anywhere. That'd be kind of weird.
It's in there. You got to check it.
Yeah, check it. It is in
Yeah.
there. Yep. So Iowa, though, looking good, like you were saying. Their comms obviously were very together. You know, you could tell whenever they would commit, they would all commit. When they would pull back,
I think
they
more
would all
importantly,
pull
there's a
back.
lot more synergy in their comp.
Yeah.
You know, Hamilton's running a sort of half dive, half bunker comp, and once they get split, there's not a whole lot they can do. They can't really peel for each other to do anything.
Yeah.
Dive is sort of an all-in comp, and bunker is sort of an all-in comp, and you just can't run half and half.
Yep. They did have the Bastion on the defense, which, you know, you like to see. Bastion pretty classic for needing a full hold, classic pick. But I don't know about the Winston combo with the Bastion. You know, Winston very mobile, Bastion very obviously stationary. He has to sit in the same spot if he's going to use his big gun.
Right.
And when you're on Bastion, you want to use your big gun, obviously.
And they had the Ryan, and Expert Shot is a pretty good Ryan player. Expert Shot's on Highway.
That is Iowa, yeah.
Um,
But if you can get him set up.
That remains the same. It is a fair statement.
Right.
Just not for the right team.
Yeah.
Anyway, they did have the Ryan, and he's good with the Bastion. And I like the Winston for the hold on point A because he can get down and back up and use
he can
those
stall.
sidelines.
Yeah. He can stall. If you get like the Winston, you get a May in there, or someone else that can stall. The Lucio, good synergy with the Winston. It's almost like their comp was split. It's like you have 3 heroes that work well together, 3 heroes that work well together, but they don't all.
Right.
The 2 3s don't go together. You can't quite fit the puzzle together.
Maybe they just need 2 separate comm lines, run it as 2 squads of 3. We're going to do our thing. You guys do your thing. We're going to get the kills. You guys get the stalls.
Right. Temple of Anubis for map B, or as they say on the ladder, Temple of Draw Anubis, because that's how this map
Is
always ends.
I don't know that I've heard that in a very, very long time.
It's an old one. I pulled it out.
Yeah?
It's an OG.
Are we going to see some Doomfist?
I think, no.
No?
I think what we're
All right.
going to see, though,
I think you're probably right. I want to see it, but I don't think we are.
I think what we're going to see is we're going to see both teams cap A 100% all the way. I think neither team is going to get a full cap on B. I think we're going to be looking at percentages on B.
Yeah?
That's what I think. It's hard. Now that they've adjusted Assault to have the slower respawns on defense whenever you're attacking that point B, it helps a lot. But still, B on this map, for whatever reason, very difficult to take.
I think it just depends on how fast you take point A. Point A, you get an early point A, you're going to have ult advantage. If you steamroll right into point B, you can take it very, very easily.
Yep. And if you have enough time on the clock, you can build those ults back if you do have to invest them into A. But you know, if you're rolling into B with a minute left on the clock, you're probably not going to get it.
Well, I guess that's true. It depends on what you take point A with, though. You could end up with 6 ults and just go in and have it. I do like this swap from Hamilton.
Yep, I like the Pharah pick also here. Pharah, good synergy on A for this map. You know, plenty of room to fly around, plenty of obstacles to hide behind.
Absolutely nothing on Iway's side to deal with that Pharah. You're going to have to devote all your honor resources to dealing with that Pharah. And then she's not doing any healing.
You could get a wicked fire strike off, maybe a wicked May right click, but generally the Ana is going to be the only thing that can clean up that Pharah. So we're going to be really looking at Pharah on the side of Hamilton to kind of carry this A point here. You're going to go ahead and wrap around the back. Pretty standard pathing, you know, on this map. Hamilton is going to get the first pick on May nonetheless. Excellent character to pick first. She has a ton of sustain. When you get her out, you have deleted a lot more hit points than just her normal pool because she does have that ice blocker.
Ana's right here working on that Pharah, trying to get her down, and she does.
Yes, that's a good response from Iway right there.
I love this positioning from Iway's Ana right there. It's a very, very safe position. There's not a whole lot anybody can do without going through the whole other team. And Hamilton's really going to need the Winston to jump over there and take care of that Ana, and then the Pharah will be free to rain havoc.
Yeah, it looks like Hamilton does force the grab out from Iway right there. Good play from him. Iway going to also invest a sound barrier. They're really having to throw a lot of resources at this fight here. Hamilton staying in it, doing tons of damage, looking pretty good so far. Haven't quite been able to get, you know, enough kills quickly enough to not let Iway get back and regroup, but they are definitely putting in the damage.
Sigma really charged her shield right now, and his ultimate is going to come out. It looks like he gets most of the Iway team.
He does, softens up almost the entire team there. Zarya very low.
Right there, though, and taken down by the May.
Yep, Pharah went ahead and cleaned up the McCree there, so no hit scan left on the side of Iway. We're going to go ahead and see the Pharah ult come out. It looks like the line does get a shield up, and she still managed to get 2. She does fall, though, but overall good ult. Pharah right there. Ryan getting awfully low. His shield's also getting low. Hamilton needs to keep the pressure on here if they want to get anything done.
This Winston really needs to avoid this Reaper.
Yep, Shatter comes out. That Reaper going to lay there. He's not much he can do. He does manage to get his Wraith form off, though, so he does stay alive. Hamilton going to go ahead and clean up 3 pretty quick like there. Is Iowa going to try to contest? They're going to give it to him. They could contest if they wanted, but it looks like they're going to back off. They're just going to choose to try to hold B.
I think that's the correct decision right there for Iowa.
Ooh, I think that's a fat finger on the side of Hamilton right there. Did not mean to do that. He's going to go try to get as much value from it as he can.
Luckily, that's the Moira ult. Charges super quick.
Right, you'll have that back in 30 seconds.
Probably the best ult that you could lose at this exact moment.
Absolutely, you can have that back in 30 seconds. This Pharmacy working really well for Hamilton so far. We'll see how it goes on B. It's not usually quite as effective on B here. It's a lot narrower space to deal with. But
and now that Cool Kid is swapped over to the McCree, it's definitely less of a value pick. But comfort picks, super important. Got the Zarya grab coming out right there. Doesn't quite grab anybody.
Yeah, McCree does use his ult. Unfortunately, he does not get anybody either. So Hamilton looking good so far, forcing a lot of ults out on the side of Iowa, really helping to pull the point, the ult advantage rather, over to Hamilton.
HC Shadow just going to do a little chip damage and back out. Probably a smart decision.
Yeah, just building a little bit of ult, you know, trying to get at that advantage.
More ult back.
Of course, more ult already back. She's going to get a lot of damage done right there. Looks like the rest of the team needs to commit, though. Yeah, absolutely. That Pharah, that Moira ult, rather, it does go through shields, but it doesn't do quite enough damage if you don't have enough people on your team to follow up. You're probably not going to get the kills yourself.
Winston's circling around right there, doing a little tickle in the back, but he gets slept by the Ana.
Expert shot really popping off right there for a second. Got about 4 kills, I believe, by himself. Probably not by himself, but on the kill feed.
And that is going to signal the end of Hamilton's push right now. Iway doing a really good job of repelling that. And that late stagger on Sigma is going to mean a slow respawn.
I like what I see from ults on the side of Hamilton, though. They definitely did a good job, you know, in that fight. They held, you know, they used more ult, but like you were saying, it charges so fast it hardly even matters. But
Right,
they held enough
it's
ults.
basically a cooldown.
Right. They held enough ults that they can get a big fight here their way. Looks like Mercy is going to fall really early. They're going to choose to go ahead and
Sigma
commit.
comes down. He had 3, but nobody there.
The Maywall stall. Maywall stall. Good play from Iway right there. They knew if they could just hold off for just a couple seconds, they'll be fine.
I would have liked to see
that
them combo that with that Reaper ult, though.
Yep. Iway, they got that pick early on, and then when the Sigma ult came out and didn't get any kills, they kind of knew, okay, this is going our way. We're just going to slow it down, make sure nothing crazy happens, and we can win this fight.
Mercy deciding that is not a res she wants to go for with that Zarya hanging out right there.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that. That's Zarya capable of doing plenty of damage herself.
Hamilton has almost all their ults, but they've waited so long that Iway has started to catch up on ult economy. That's sort of the thing. Once you get your 6, you're just waiting for them to catch up. You're losing economy by waiting at that point.
McCree with a nice ult from the back right there, kind of hid, you know, from Hamilton. Whenever you're pushing this point B, you need to check your corners. You need to make sure that you're not going to get McCree ulted from the back or shattered from the back or something crazy like that.
Or Reaper from the back. Reaper ult only takes down the Moira, but there's nobody there to follow up on it.
Zarya at 100 charge here, so she's going to be putting in tons of damage. Hamilton's going to want to back out here, kind of let that cool down, try not to shoot her shield, you know, make her damage go down, because 100 charge Zarya is a scary character to deal with.
Yeah, Zarya currently does 190 damage a second at 100 charge. That is
insane amount. Absolutely. McCree going to go ahead and take down Sigma to start this fight off in Iway's favor. Looks like they're going to go ahead and commit a couple ults here. Hamilton doing a good job committing at least right here. They're getting plenty of ults down. It looks like Lucio is going to go ahead and drop his sound barrier, but Iway still managing to clean it up. They go ahead and take that fight relatively decisively.
Really good play from Cool Kid right there. Used his E to disrupt that Moira ult and shut it down immediately.
Yeah, I think that sound barrier on the side of Iway really saved him for that fight because they had the Winston in there, they had the Pharah in there, and they had the Moira in there, I believe. Tons of ults coming out, but the sound barrier cancels them out. Good job, Iway.
Hamilton has 24 seconds now, and they used every trick in their bag just now. They're going to have a lot of work to do to get aim progress at this point.
They need to get an early pick if they hope to win this. They want to take that 5-on-6. They want to all dive on the same character, see if you can burst them down and then move on with the 5-on-6. You don't want to take this fight fair because Iway has so many ults in their favor.
Good jump in from Tiger right there. Lands on both the supports, but he can't get anything done. He's surrounded.
A shatter comes out. It looks like it doesn't get that much. It looks like it picks up 1 or maybe 2. The May ult there to stall it out. That's how it usually works with that. Great fight from Iway right there. Hamilton does get point A though.
They do. So, it's just a full hold for the win or a half hold for the draw.
That's it. This map, you know, that's kind of how it always goes. You always get A, you never get B. So
you don't always get A.
Well, you know, they always
I mean,
get
maybe
A.
you do.
Right.
I don't.
They do.
It has been known that people get A.
Yeah, it has been known. Hamilton, you know, on B there, that next to last fight, insane Lucio play. If Lucio wouldn't have had his ult right there, I think that fight would have definitely gone Hamilton's way. So they are looking better. They did clearly all, you know, group up and say, okay, we're committing this fight. This fight, we're using ults.
They coalesced on the point, if you will.
There you go. Overwatch pun. Hilarious. But yeah, you know, that's what you want to do. You don't want to go in, somebody thinks they need to use their ult, nobody else does, the fight's a little weak. Or you also don't want every single person on the entire team to use their ult at the same time. You have a whole lot of overlapping abilities that you end up getting less value from. You know, so they did a good job staggering them out, but still using them, you know, close to the same time to get maximum value. Unfortunately, Iway's Lucio just had his sound barrier up to cancel most of that out.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Taiga communicate some of his jumps a little bit more. It seemed like he was a little bit ahead of the game. Maybe didn't communicate, hey, I'm going in right now. Just a little bit of communication that they maybe need to work out that'll help them light years. But I do like these swaps that I see coming out. This is a really good full hold type of comp. You're going to have the Roadhog for a lot of good sustain. You're going to be able to pull them in into that Bastion line of sight. You're going to have the Immortality field from the back. Not as good as it used to be now with the shorter cooldown and the longer shorter duration, longer cooldown.
Yep, still a strong character, though.
But you can hold it. You can throw it behind a pillar or something.
Ioway's going to teleport behind. They're already on point here. Hamilton's going to have to run over there if they want to deal with this. Bastion is going to stay set up, though. Good choice from him. Unfortunately, he does fall for the Hanzo, but I do like the fact that he stayed set up back there because
he can't
knows,
do a whole lot running in.
He absolutely knows if he gets out of that turret form, there's not much he can do, so he might as well stay there and lay down as much damage as possible. Cheeky play from Iowa there.
Yeah. Feel like they've been watching Barb's playbook.
That's what it is. You know, you can always get those quick caps like that. You know, it's kind of an all-in strategy. Usually people will try it once, and then if it doesn't work out, they'll swap to something else. But worth trying, obviously. Iowa demonstrated right here. Sometimes it can work.
Occasionally very, very effective. Now, we do see Taiga going back to his traditional Winston.
Oh,
Big
good
pin right there
pin.
from Expert Shot, driving right into the middle, and he cleans up 3 right off the bat.
That second fight was all Expert Shot right there. Wow. Good plays on the side of Iowa, on the side of Reinhardt specifically.
That was good
Expert
driving.
Shot. That was
Expert
good,
driver,
good
not even
driving.
shooting.
He you know, lit his turbo pack and ran straight in there, steered it in. That's not easy to steer.
No. Daybreak right here with a little ult into the grab for the play of the game.
Yeah.
That was good positioning right there, too. Saw that barrage, and instead of trying to kill the Pharah, just backed around the corner and made it not useful.
Yeah, funny
That was
thing
good.
about that fight, that's the fight that I was saying.
Simple
Just
arithmetic.
almost went Hamilton's way, but it's not quite enough. Proven in that play of the game right there, it actually made Iowa use both their support ults at the same time. So proves that there was actually a little bit of panic on the side of Iowa right
Yeah.
there. It's not something you would typically want to do.
Could've
GG's
gone-
though,
could've gone totally
congratulations.
different.
Iowa picking up their first win of the season. Now, both teams with a win.
Also, my first incorrect guess in the history of high school esports Overwatch.
How's it feel?
It doesn't feel great.
How's it feel to be one of us?
It doesn't. It's not. I don't like it.
Not good?
No.
All right, well, like I said, congratulations to Iowa getting their first win. Hamilton definitely looking better at the second half of that game. You know, kind of starting to come together, starting to use their ults at strategic times. Comps looking a little better. So, you know.
Hamilton has looked better every week that they've played, and by the end of the season, I think they'll be. You could replay some of these games and get your wins.
Yeah, that's absolutely how it works. That's how it worked for Bell City a lot last year. You know, they came in struggling, and by the end of the season, they didn't quite get there. They couldn't quite get the wins, but they were definitely looking way, way better than when they started. So with that said, I think we're going to take a quick break, then we're going to come back with a player interview, and then we're going to try to get into game 2. Yep.
All right, guys, I am here with the winning Iowa Yellow Jackets. How did y'all feel about that game?
We felt way more prepared than we were in our previous games, so great.
It was great. We definitely practiced a lot more. Got our starting lineup fixated. Hamilton, they played great. Props to them. But seeing the next game at 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Y'all do play twice tonight. Now, sitting on that 1-3 record, do you think you're going home with a 2-0 today?
Yes, 100%.
Hopefully. I don't know about all that. I say hopefully, bro.
Yeah, we've taken way too many losses. Just the last 2 losses really messing with me. So I want to try to get 2. Hopefully we could do it. And
Nice. Yeah, I definitely believe in y'all. I think y'all's next one is against Bell City tonight. Nice. Well, hey, good luck with that, guys, and congratulations on that first win. All right, no problem. give us just a few minutes, folks. We are having some video technical difficulties here, but we will get underway with this game number 2 in just a few minutes.
That's really a shame. Yeah, they're not the most comfortable headphones.
There's no good way to like have these on but not like talking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're finally ready to get into game number 2 here. I think all of our difficulties have been resolved. So, Right now we have Sam Houston Broncos going against the Sulphur Golden Tours. Over here on the red side, it's the Sam Houston Broncos. Woo! Starting for the Broncos, playing tank on jersey number 6, a junior, Seth Loyal Miller. On support, also a junior, Ethan Lolmatic Burrow. Our 2 damage dealers tonight for the Broncos on jersey number 1, a junior, Joseph Cheeseman Marshall. And number 7, a junior, John Palatonics Patton. Playing tank, jersey number 10, a senior, Matthew Sitting Duck Celestine. And last but certainly not least for the Broncos, playing support, another senior, Nathan Yaboy Neptune McFarland. Let's give it up for the Sam Houston Broncos. And their opponents tonight for game 2. On the blue side, it's the Sulphur Tours. There we go. Starting lineup for the Tours over here, playing DPS, a junior, Riley Roman Punch Miller. Our second DPS for the night, a junior, Cage Owens. Our 2 tank players, a sophomore, Jack Code 016 Domingue. A junior, Caleb Concrete Kopecki. And our 2 support players tonight, both juniors, Parker Ninja Par Bouse and Tommy Tomcat Tarver. Let's give it up for the Sulphur Tours. All right, Grizz, this looks like we're going to be loading into game 2 here. How are you feeling?
I feel like I established week 1 that Sulphur were going to be the heels of this season, just very arbitrarily. And I feel like I haven't been playing it up enough. So good luck, St. Houston.
Good luck, St. Houston,
but-
yeah.
but
And we saw,
that
you know,
works.
the 3 big ones here. I think we're looking at big teams in the league. We're looking at Barb, St. Houston, and Sulphur. Last week, Barb against Sam Houston, we saw Barb take that 2-0.
That is correct.
And I think we both predicted a Sulphur win here. However, I'm thinking a 3-game. I think it's going to be close. We could see.
You think a 3-game?
I'm hope. Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm hoping for 3 games. We've gone 2 weeks with no 3 games, either on main stage or on backstage.
No, there hasn't been a single 3-game at all. Even the ones we casted were not. Those were apparently did not matter.
Do we have? It looks
We
like
have a little
one
pause?
player on the side of.
Just let them roll. Sulphur doesn't need that tank.
Yeah, it looks like we're not really loading in for Sulphur here, but okay. So let's talk. I want to talk about my boy Cheeseman over here. I think we're going to see some cheese picks coming through, as we always do. He always delivers.
Yeah, I feel like you have a special, like, do y'all have a Discord where he's just listening to you make these call-outs?
I tell him, you know,
because he'll
this
come
is-
out of spawn and be like, you're like, I really wish I could see some Torb now, and he rolls out with a Torb
There it
every
is,
time.
Yeah, I think it's really the noise canceling headphones or the non-noise canceling headphones.
Yeah, you think
he
he's
can hear me.
You think secretly he's over there hearing you?
That's what it is. Yeah, making
Yeah.
all my casting dreams come true here.
I mean, it's nice to have a fan, especially a fan in the bleachers.
Yes. And now we talk about the matching player icons here. It looks like Sam Houston all has the Mardi Gras, 5 Mardi Gras Bobs and 1 Mardi Gras Ash.
Well,
A Mardi Gras, I think it's called, actually.
okay, so that I'm okay with that because it makes sense. There's only one Ash. Ash is the leader. You can have as many Omnic Butlers as you want.
I really like that. I didn't catch that at all.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
It's all Bobs and 1 Ash. So Ash,
Imagine
she's the
5
ringleader.
Bobs getting thrown out.
No.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Bob bodies don't despawn. So if you just go into a custom game, you can just throw them out and fill up whole rooms full of dead Bobs.
Wow.
By the way,
Oh, here's a question.
I have an answer.
Does Bob get amplified if thrown through Baptiste's amplification matrix?
He does not, but his bullets do.
That makes sense. Okay. Just
Yeah.
like Torp Turret.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bob
man, that
himself
would be
is not
broken.
a projectile.
But, I mean-
Otherwise, Reinhardt would have to. You'd have to get damage boosted through that as well.
Wow.
Reinhardt
Can
also.
you on a nano boost Bob?
Yes. Anything you can do to a player, you can do to Bob.
I did find out I can sleep Bob with Anna.
Yeah. Let's keep it G-rated.
Okay, sleep. That's, you know what I mean. So let's see. We're loading into Gibraltar. Can't speak tonight.
That sounded like.
It sounded like we had something, but now we're not even
was
waiting
a
on
lie?
a player. Yeah, we're just an empty slot here.
I think let Sulphur roll one man down.
And if they take it, hey, well, they beat them 5v6. And if they don't, well, hey, they're
Well,
missing a player.
they just need to get an Ash, right?
Ash wins every single fight for you. I guarantee it.
Somebody, I wish somebody over there would at least tell us what's going on, so we could tell everybody else what's going on.
I think is it.
Are we swapping out a computer? Is it a hardware error? Is it a login error?
How we doing, ref? I thought that got the attention. Oh,
No.
did I hear something? Nope. We're just clicking through. All right, Gibraltar. How do you like
Groups,
this
what's
map?
going on over there? Disconnect from the server.
Like
All right.
kicked or?
Like
That's why you don't troll in all chat.
permabanned?
Well, looks like we got someone kicked from the official Blizzard server. Cool, fun, awesome.
Sounds like Sulphur needs to make a sub.
All right, I got it. I'll go in. All right, Gibraltar. How do you like this map? What do you?
Much like Jeremy, I hate this map.
I do too. I hate this map.
Not that it's even a bad map. I've just never won on it, so I tend to not like it. Like
It's one of the
Gibraltar
only,
and Horizon, if I could never play those
Yeah.
maps ever again in my entire life, I'd be 100% okay with it.
one of the only maps here that's like, you know, because Overwatch is this team of special elite people and everything that like it's their base.
Is
Watch.
Gibraltar
Well,
Overwatch's
okay,
base?
the Rock of Gibraltar, but their base is on it in the
Is it?
Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, right.
I don't know. I don't know any Overwatch map,
Yes.
to be perfectly
Then I'm
honest.
going with yes
you,
here.
You can tell me. You can sell me a dream. I will believe you.
Yes. So the attacking side spawns in what is Winston's laboratory,
Okay.
and they have to payload is then a drone that they have to transport to the rocket, so it can blast off.
And then they send Winston to his moon base to the lunar colony.
Yes. Well, that's where he's from.
See, the
right?
synergy there makes
I
it,
think.
it makes it understandable why I hate both of those maps.
That does. Yeah, Winston and Hammond, both from the lunar
Lunar Horizon
moon
lunar colony.
colony.
Yes.
Let's see here.
You've got this whole laptop over here.
I do.
set
Well,
up
those
with-
were my only two interesting points about Gibraltar. I don't have many because it's one of the, although based on the Rock of Gibraltar, which is a real place, it's fictional in the way that like
Tell me more, oh wise one.
Blizzard World is fictional, or Horizon Lunar Colony is fictional.
No.
Yeah, you ever been to the Rock of Gibraltar?
Mm-mm.
I have not either. I was hoping there.
Yeah. No. I
was
have
pulling
no.
for
I have no
something.
amusing anecdotes about that.
No. Okay. Well, the second one we're playing on is the Temple of Anubis.
I've also not been to the Temple of Anubis.
Is that a real place?
No.
No, there's no way.
Anubis is a real god.
Right.
I mean, or
well,
a real mythological
yeah, we're not going to
figure.
get into the whole religious aspects of it, but yeah, so it's in the ancient ruins of the Giza Plateau. Giza.
Giza.
Okay, I thought so. Which I mean, there are ruins there, so that's real, but
They're
the whole
ruined.
story behind it, they are ruined.
They're not in
ruined
very
ruins
good shape.
on the outskirts of Cairo. An interesting one there. I want to see if maybe any team will be bold enough to bring out the Bastion comp. I mean, they're like when you're sitting on
define
point
the Bastion
A, on
comp.
point A.
Hamilton
yes,
ran Bastion both their defenses.
Right. But I wasn't casting. I want to cast it.
Oh, you want to cast a Bastion
And Bastion
comp.
sits there, and he's still clicking, still shooting away.
Still holding down left click.
Right. But paired with maybe an Orisa or something could prove fruitful.
So do you want to see double shield, or do you want
Always.
to see, like, just in general? Like,
Yes.
doesn't matter what else you're running. You want
Doesn't-
to see double shield?
I want to see double shield. I want to see number one Orisa. I don't care who else you have with it. Now, most people would say they want the Sigma hands down.
Okay.
I would rather the Orisa hands down than with a Sigma or a Rhine. Maybe a Diva,
So wait.
depending.
So you want Orisa hands down with
Yes.
Sigma
Or
Rhine?
Rhine, or maybe a Diva.
Okay. Well,
How do you feel?
I mean, I think Ryan is hands down the better pick out of all those tanks. He is
Okay.
the most solid tank. He does the most damage. He has the most
He does do a
helpful.
crazy
He's
amount
the
of
most. Yeah, he can get in there. Orisa, sort of the weakest of the shield tanks.
I
Even
just think she's so
Winston
strong.
really is
Now, okay, they
stronger
did, I guess,
right now.
nerf her shield up time.
Her shield up time got nerfed. Her damage just got
yeah,
nerfed.
that
Her
is
fortify
true,
got
that is
nerfed. She's received a lot of.
And still, I mean, I still put her, she is top tier for me.
Well, there's still always the argument that what you play with your best at, and so
Right.
if you're way better at
Right.
Orisa and you're not that great at Ryan, then she's still a better pick than Ryan.
I'm not much good at
For you.
anything, so if I can play an Orisa, that's
Well, you
saying
don't have to
something.
be that great in silver.
Okay, well, thanks
Don't-
for placing me in silver, because that's way higher than I am. Oh, we have a
What?
black screen now.
What?
Oh.
Is that because you let the computer go to sleep?
I see 6 players.
Do you?
I do.
Can we show the audience that there's 6 players to
Maybe.
prove that you're not lying?
Maybe it's a visual bug on
'Cause
my
I'm-
part.
I don't know. I'm tired of looking
But I
at
do see
myself over
6.
here on this monitor.
6v6, which is a normal Overwatch composition. Oh,
So was it?
got really close to that.
I mean,
Sorry.
don't worry
It's
about it.
it's a big desk, Riz. You can stay over there.
I take up a lot of room. I'm very large.
I know. I just had a big lunch, man. I'm sorry.
So Ninja Par looks like he is back in the game. He is who was missing, isn't he?
I'm actually not sure. I was focused on the big gap. I wasn't actually looking at the players.
Do you remember what slot was missing?
This one.
So who's in that slot now?
CCO.
Ciccio.
I don't know how to
Is
pronounce
it Italian? Ciccio.
No, that would
No?
be. He's Chow. Chow.
What?
Is that Italian? Chow. Chow.
Chow?
Chow. Like it's to say hi.
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I speak German, not Italian.
Yep. Okay. We're not. Okay. It looks like we are finally loading in. We have what's hoping to be 6v6 here.
Yeah,
We
I've
haven't
never
picked
actually
heroes
noticed
yet.
that the shuttle has little rocket streams coming down like it's getting ready to launch.
I think they should add some like map interactions like that. It'd be kind of cool.
No, it does have it.
No, but like if it launches,
Oh.
you know, like
Like
we
when
have,
you get the payload
we
there, if
have-
it launched.
yeah, that'd be kinda cool.
neat.
One of my favorite things about Blizzard World now, everyone pops the balloons, right?
Uh-huh.
You know that you could pop the strings and just let the balloons float away.
Ready for battle.
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah.
I play mostly
favorite
Roadhog, so
minigame.
not that easy
Yeah,
to
you
do with
can't-
a shrapnel gun.
Definitely not do that. So let's see. We got some team comps here. And Anna Moira.
Sulphur is
Attack
taking the
is
high ground right here. And
incoming.
Concrete
30 seconds.
playing the Reinhardt, not something we generally see, but I do like the Reinhardt Zarya. We saw Iway run that with a lot of success against Hamilton earlier. It looks like Sam Houston is going to be running the same comp.
Yeah, you usually don't see two Zaryas face each other.
No, one of them's usually dead because their Reinhardt already got melted.
Okay. See, for DPS, we're both running a Soldier 76 with differences in the second DPS. We were with a Junkrat and a Reaper.
For defense, I really like this Junkrat to burn through that shield because they have to go to you. And Cheeseman on the Reaper, probably going to do a lot of work. He's going to have to do some flanking, though.
Definitely so. Pat Penalty immediately goes down, like we were saying, that Junkrat just lobbing those bombs into the backside. Loyal gets pretty low there, but will be fine as Tomcat is going low and just taken out by Cheeseman as just answered back. The tank kill. Payload is slowly inching forward here.
Ciccio bubbling to Ryan. Ryan can't get doing a whole lot of work, though, because his opponent also just bubbled. Concrete just swinging his hammer, brutalizing the Sam Houston front line.
He gets very, very in their face. And, I mean, that's really what Reinhardt does. We were talking about. Oh,
Concrete already with his ult, doesn't connect with anything, though.
he gets one on the Lucian, but then he gets the charge in and takes him down as Concrete then falls, but is answered back for a 2-for-1.
That Moira ult just a little bit too late. Sulphur going to have to fall back here.
Tactical Supervisor comes out and takes out Sitting Duck as they are rounding this first corner. Try to get that first payload ticket. Oh, Fire Strike.
Moira frontlining right there. Not really what you're meant to do as a support player. Sam Houston,
Really
rough start
pushing
getting
through
out
this.
and engaged, but making good progress now that the payload is moving.
Cheeseman staying back on the point. I like it. We did see everyone run through and the point stopped moving, but he realized that early on and went back to get it. Ooh, there's my girl Brig.
Sulphur gonna have a hard time with this hold now. They've given up a lot of ground here.
do see the Ana change out for the Baptiste as well. So 2 support changes coming in, one for each side. We see the Brig and the Baptiste going at each other again. Really tried to combo these ults here. Doesn't pick up any with the ults, but definitely lays down some damage as we're dropping on either side, and 5 go down on the side of Sulphur.
Cheeseman didn't get anything with that ult, but he did pick up both tanks immediately after that. He had obviously put down enough damage that a few left clicks could clean him up, and Sam Houston cleans that defense up very, very easily.
We'll get some really good pushes here through this front door. Now this second bend here to the right is when it really, really starts to hurt. This push and then the push out of the end gate are when you can just, you get shut down because your spawns are too far apart.
Big grab coming out here. Dropping the
Riptide
right on
goes
top
in.
with a 5, and Rowan Punch cleans up the
That is a
Brig.
wipe. Team kill. Wow.
Now, that always feels good whenever you do it,
Yes.
but you've sort of invested 2 big ults right there.
But you are resetting them. Now they just, it wasn't really, you know, we're not in overtime or anything like that, but good team kill coming out on the side of Sulphur to take down Sam Houston here. And
What that does do
stall
for them, though, is they can now take the good positioning. They don't have to hold at that corner anymore.
Yes.
They can funnel them through these 2 small entrances if they want.
There we
Big
go.
share coming out.
Concrete
Loyal gets
really
taken for a
getting
ride.
in there. Baptiste invulnerability field really keeping him alive there as it goes down, but no one's going to drop as Ruzzy gets very low. Oh, there's
Cheeseman
Concrete.
in the backline by himself, going to have a real hard time getting out.
He's taken out by the Reinhardt. Again, Concrete doing work on the front line there as Sulphur does hold this first corner.
Coalescence is almost ready.
You know,
Get
it's
to
nice to
reset
see
again.
Concrete expand his horizons, play a little Ryan. We're just so used to seeing him on that wrecking ball.
That is true. Now this map, it could be pretty good for Wrecking Ball to see. I'm not really sure. Oh, and another Earth Shatter comes out and answered.
That crossing more ults, crossing the stream is going to be a lot of healing, a lot of damage going on.
Dueling
Basically going to
Coalescence.
negate each other.
Well, we also see the Tactical Advisor come through and take off
Valentine's going to hunt
DPS.
people down, CSO.
There we are, 4 drop on the side of Sulphur. They're going to round this corner finally. Oh, a late kill there.
Sam Houston had to invest a little bit more to take that fight than Sulphur did going in, so they're still going to be a little bit behind.
The thing is, we saw them invest 3 big ultimates to get the first 2 stalls, and they just didn't have anything for that last one. So they're really pushing in here, and there's Concrete signature. Hammond does come out, the big Wrecking Ball here.
Big Shatter gets 2 right there.
Loyal drops the Shatter, but he immediately goes down. As we're looking at the Death Blossom comes in and picks up 2 as Concrete squeaks his way to the grave.
Cheeseman picks up his 4th in this engage.
There we go.
And
Sulphur
before finally
holds.
getting taken out by Cezio.
Very good push there. I like the hold from Sulphur. I don't know how far they're going to be able to keep it though. Rally is thrown very early into this fight.
Very reactive. Both supports were right there on the payload, and Concrete had knocked them both in the air. It's a very good reaction to keep both supports up so that fight both them off before it even starts. You don't want to lose both your supports right off the bat.
You see Loyal charging in. Oh, there's a Zarya ult. It gets a lot as Cheeseman is just blasting into there with those Hellfire shotguns. Picks up 4 for Sam Houston. Is 4 on the Sulphur. Consequently go down.
Sulphur keeps getting rapidly annihilated and then somehow holding on with just 1 player at a time. But Sam Houston is going to manage to push through to this point B.
Right, that last player was Concrete. We saw him rolling around and finally got taken out. Sometimes if your whole
Wisely
team goes down-
deciding it's time to get out whenever he was the last one.
Yes, yes, and he did end up going down, but one of the things about, oh, we see him switch to Sigma as well. And then Tomcat is back from the Baptiste onto Ana, and we see your boy Neptune go from Brig to Lucio. A lot of swaps coming out.
Right, that Lucio is Neptune's sort of signature pick. He played that most of last season and most of this season so far as well.
Definitely so. We see
Cheeseman with a big
Soldier.
flank right here, coming into the back line. Doesn't get anything done, just elects to drop out, and a big charge from Loyal just dislodges a little bit.
Coalescence
Sulphur
comes out
Coalescence.
as well. Loyal really frontlining this very well here, trying to keep them at bay.
Loyal
High
about
Noon
to have
comes
his
out.
ultimate.
Roman punch, can we pick up any? Takes out Cheeseman, not with the ult, but with finishing damage, and Earthshatter comes out. They're really pushing really well. Only one dead on the side.
Riptire takes out Sitting Duck, and Sam Houston is out their Zarya player.
All right, Sulphur's finally holding. Loyal's trying what he can do. He's going to go ahead and choose to get out here.
That is a good charge, good escape from Loyal right there. He was the last one. He needs to do a full reset.
Most definitely. 1 minute left here as we see. Oh, no.
That is a big fat finger from Cheeseman. They were going to need that ult.
Well, no worry. We'll try to do that. Oh, Zarya comes out, and we're just blasting into it. Sulphur pick up 2, as well as the Coalescence to add insult to injury.
Sulphur investing an awful lot. That was the only 2 ults that they had online, and they invested them both in a half a push. They really had the advantage right there, being at 6v5 already.
Definitely so. Sam Houston really has to regroup. We're going to see them maybe get one more push with 20 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if they can do it, as we're looking at 1 ult on each side.
Sitting Duck shooting out those big right clicks.
Coalescence
He's at full charge. He's going to be
early.
doing a bunch of damage right now, and he's going to be able to build up that ult in just a second. They're going to have grab after this final.
Coalescence is ending here, and we're at 5 seconds. They're going to have to push it as they pick up 4. It's going to be a team wipe. Soundberry comes down, and Sam Houston pushed into the point.
Sam Houston just charges right in the door and makes sure nobody can come out at that last second. Excellent push from Sam Houston.
Yes.
They do make it in overtime, but Gibraltar just such a hard map to finish at all.
I definitely applaud that last push from Sam Houston. They're really getting pinched on time, had 10 seconds left on the clock. They regroup, they push through. Coalescence comes out early to keep everyone healed up as they push into the point and to then put damage down on the enemy, and they just run through it. It was beautiful. Very, very well played. Let's see if Sulphur can answer now.
Are we going to see any compositional switches? We saw a lot of compositional switches during that match.
Yes,
What do you think
yeah.
we're going to roll out with now? It could be anything.
I think Cheeseman's going to play Ashe.
Ooh. We will see. I don't know that we've seen Cheeseman play Ashe yet. Oh, McCree. Other Deadlock gang member.
Oh, hey, but we have Rowan Punch on the Ashe. There we go.
Are you swapping sides? You talking to the other players now?
I'm not. I'm just staying loyal to Ashe here. Ashe recently did, if y'all want to jump on Overwatch, win 9 games, you will get a Mardi Gras Ashe skin. My problem is the winning part.
Yeah.
I'm at 6 out of 9, and I've played maybe
I went ahead
20
and grouped
games.
up. I went ahead and grouped up with the GM Lucio player to get my Ashe skin.
There you go, there you go. I'll get it eventually. Once matchmaking decides I'm that bad, they'll start pairing me with people who are even worse, so then I'll be able to get the win. Happens about 1 in every 10 games. So.
Jeremy does have a conspiracy theory about the tilt factor that Overwatch puts in for you.
I would love to hear it, because I definitely probably believe in it.
So Sam Houston doing this Sigma hold up top. Not very conventional, but I do like it over having an Orisa.
Right,
Not as much range, but a lot more utility.
Sulphur comes out of the bottom there, and immediately they're not really getting picked off or anything like that, so they're able to get the payload under this first, I guess, overpass to call it, into the
They
tunnel
call that
here.
the car wash.
The car wash. I like that. There's 2 are answered.
Concrete, purple down to 30 health.
CISO.
Manages to stay up somehow. Loyal just going to beat him down though.
We're answered. It's a 3v3 here, and we're just dropping members on each side. CISO really landing the nice hooks here. Push Sam Houston back. Oh, there's the hook again, as Sitting Duck is taken out as well.
I'm gonna give Cizio
Definitely.
MVP of that fight right there.
He landed the hook on Pentatonics, and instead of just dragging him to him, he just straight up killed him with the hook. He was that low. Another hook lands on Cheeseman, and he's taken out as the Ash Bomb goes into the back of Dynamite, and it does blow up. He's doing a lot of ticking damage there.
Tomcat already to his ult. Most of Sulphur actually already to their ults. As an Ashe Moira ult comes out.
Right, Moira's taken down, though, by B-Ruzzy. Very good pick there, as they're just pushing through. We do have Bob ready. His whole hog comes out, and he's just pushing them away. CCO doing so much on this Roadhog. Oops.
Sam Houston has really been on the back foot for most of this fight.
Definitely so. They end up taking 5 of Sulphur's 6 players, 2 going down to the Deadeye. And we'll regroup. Same thing we saw with Sam Houston's push. They get stalled right there, although not a team kill, very close to it.
sometimes you only need to take out 2. This is what we were talking about earlier when we were talking about this match. This Junkrat just lobbing this damage down from on top. There's only 2 places for the other team to come down, and you can just throw so much spam damage in there. Big shatter coming in from Concrete, but he
Sitting
gets
Ducks
pinned off the side.
Sigma all got canceled there. I'm wondering what did it. I didn't exactly see. As Riptower comes in and takes out 2. Sam Houston holds
Touch from afar.
for now.
Seeing that playing really far forward with this Sigma.
Roman Punch still has that bomb available, as well as a Riptower and B-Rosie to answer that of Pentatonics. We lose 1 on each side, but CCO goes down. Whole hog at 80%. We're
Roman Punch really
looking for that
just trying to get this Junkrat dislodged, just so the rest of his team can push through with some relative safety here. And he has gotten him off the top. He's done his job at this point. He needs to rejoin his team. He doesn't necessarily have to close out the kill if the positioning has been given up.
Right. Concrete and CCO really pushing this payload forward. Coalescence comes out on the side of Sulphur.
Concrete's going to be able to swing right through that shield. He should be able to get some kills right here.
Bob is out, and he is going to do something here as he's put on the point, and he takes out 1 immediately as Coalescence comes in
Really
with
good
another.
positioning right there from the Bob. He does get rocked and then shoots straight into the Sigma shield, but all for naught.
Right,
Sulphur
as soon
still manages to take the point.
Cheeseman pops the Deadeye and immediately goes down to Roman Punch's Ash. So he is down to that ult. Pentatonic switches to the May here, and we see them rounding this second to final corner here. Riptower comes out. Let's see where it's going to go.
I like
rock
this, doing a
climbing
little
here.
high-rise driving so nobody knows where it comes
Picks
from.
up 2. Cheeseman switches to the Tracer here.
Sam Houston's lost both their DPS players. They're going to have to do a lot to stabilize right here. Luckily, there's
Bullhog comes out, immediately shreds Loyal as Concrete picks it up with the Fire Strike.
There's a lot of shields into that. He was really hoping he was going to push him off the edge right there because Sigma is going to have a bunch of health now. Maywall traps the Sulphur Tors.
Right, Lowmatic came out with the Coalescence but ends up falling off of the back of the map as B-Rosie picks up Cheeseman. Sigma comes out. He's really trying to get critical here. 3 go down on the side of Sam Houston. It looks like this will be a Sulphur final push. Oh, there it
It's
is.
just a formality at this point. Very, very fast time from Sulphur right there. 3.5 minutes more than Sam Houston.
3. Switching sides.
Like I said, I think this could be the 3-map game that we're looking for.
Initiating match.
Believe in it with me.
All right, I'll believe.
I mean, look, they just went 3-3. Yeah.
But there's a whole
Sulphur
other
did
round.
it faster, but
There's a whole other round. Is there not?
there is.
I guess
For
there's
now,
not a whole other round. There's 5 more minutes.
into
So
the
Sam Houston,
tiebreaker.
having a lower time bank, will attack
Ready
first.
for battle.
Cheeseman staying on this Tracer pick as your boy Neptune comes back with the Brig.
I like the break. There's a lot of sustain there.
Did she get buffed? I've been seeing her a lot more.
I mean, she has been working out.
30 seconds.
That is true.
No, a lot of teams have been using the Brig for the burst healing, and if you're going to run a sort of brawl comp where everybody's on top, she does just as much healing as Lucio, plus you can stack armor.
Right.
She's
We
not
see-
generally played with a Tracer.
Well, we see Concrete sticking on this Reinhardt as CCO goes back to his defensive Zarya as Tomcat. Now, I believe he was playing Ana and Baptiste in the first defense. He's now on Mercy. See how that goes as Roman Punch stays on the McCree, not changing back to the Soldier.
With Sam Houston only having 1 minute, they just want the Mercy for the res. So if they get an accidental pick, Sam Houston can pick that player back up and kind of stall out a lot earlier.
Definitely so.
Baruzzi dropping right into the front line, gets eliminated by Pentatonics.
Oh, he eliminates Pentatonics. There we go. He's doing work there in the front line. I like it. I like it. Very bold there as they pick up 2. 30 seconds. Let's see if they can get around this first corner. Doesn't look like it. Zarya immediately taken out by B-Rosie again. That's 3 kills onto the Junkrat for Sulphur.
Concrete already has his Shatter, and that is going to be able to shut down just about anything that Vaquero.
See if he's going to do it. Coalescence comes down on the side of Sam Houston. There's
Doesn't
Concrete
get anything,
tries
it's
to
blocked by
go.
Loyal. Pentatonic stun.
It is blocked with only 5 seconds left for Sam Houston to try to get them off his payload. It is contested. Tracer picks up 2 with the sticky bomb. Oh, in overtime, they're able to push it just a few feet farther.
There's Riptire's coming out. They're going to need to do something about that.
Cheeseman's going into the front, just really being very abusive and annoying here. Oh,
He's got both the supports
got Loyal.
pushed all the way to the back.
Loyal was the only one on the point as everyone is able to touch it just in time for overtime to reset. And they start pushing it. Oh, there goes Concrete
And
into the
Sulphur is
fray.
back. Concrete, once again, just swinging that hammer. He knows that his supports have his back, and the Zarya bubbles have been readily available all game.
Definitely so. Roman Punch lays down the Deadeye. Doesn't think anyone as the rally goes out from your boy Neptune.
Big Shatter gets 3.
Concrete's taken out right after he showers by the enemy Reinhardt, but 2 are answered for Sulphur, but 3's 3v5 right now, 3v4. I apologize.
Sam Houston has so much better of a spawn, though, that you can win that 4v4, 3v3, and still come out on top.
Definitely so. I really want to give it to Cheeseman right here. He is being so annoying going into the back line, dropping sticky bombs, picking up 1, sometimes 2 people.
He's been doing a lot of poke damage on those supports that he knows can't really do anything against him. And he's about to take out the Mercy.
Concrete flew in, trying to keep this point contested. He immediately goes down, but Cicio in there on the Hammond. As we see the Death Blossom come out. Doesn't really do too much. But Cheeseman once again with the pick and the second pick onto the DPS.
Sam Houston is looking a lot better on this push than they
This
did
is
the
an
first time.
amazing overtime push. I have to give it to them. Now, this is where both teams were getting stalled in the first 2 match points of this game.
The Taurs don't have the same setup that they had last time, though. They're not going to be able to contest that or use that high ground quite as effectively.
Definitely not. We do see the Graviton Surge ready for Sitting Duck. As Coalescence comes out for the side of Sulphur. Dueling Coalescences here. I love it. I hear that Riptire. He's going to be rounding that corner. He comes in and takes out 2.
Oh, and Sam
And they're
Houston
just not on the point.
just isn't close enough. And they had grab. They could have.
Right. Pentatonics is right there, but he just wasn't
I would have
there.
liked them to see. Would have liked to see them combo that grab with the Reaper ult.
Would have been nice.
Saved it.
Initiating match.
Nevertheless, that is a very excellent
Now
push
they
for
did
1
that
minute on
in,
the time.
yeah, technically
Mostly-
only a minute.
Right.
Right.
Almost all. That basically didn't touch the point until overtime.
I would have loved to actually see how long that took them because we are looking at Sulphur gets 4 minutes, 30 seconds, 33 seconds.
So Sulphur,
three's
not gonna.
minutes.
They're gonna have a very large time bank to get just as far as Sam
Ready
Houston
for
did.
battle.
If they touch the same point that Sam Houston did, Sulphur will win.
Right. Cicio, on his attack, he was on the Roadhog last time. He's sticking on the Zarya as Tomcat is on Ana now.
I think those are both good swaps.
I like the May
30 seconds.
for V-Ruzzy. He was on Junkrat.
Yeah, there's a lot of utility there with
Wow.
the May, a lot of sustain.
A lot of swaps everywhere. Cheeseman, thank you so much. Coming in with my Ash as your boy Neptune also goes over to the Baptiste. And I think that's it. Pentatonics as well, Reaper to May.
That's a really good pick for defense. May just has so much sustain. She can stall out, waste so much time by just ice blocking onto a payload.
Sam
Or
Houston's
blocking
still
off an entrance.
doing our same thing here, just going to be sitting up top. Now, when they did this, Sulphur just pushed through.
Right, they don't have any vertical mobility really, so once somebody jumps down, that player is down there and you've given up the high ground for that person.
We see them rounding that first corner there.
Loyal
Loyal
makes the
jumps
initial
down.
engage, he immediately
Invulnerability
gets
Matrix
stunned.
keeps him up. Oh, he immediately goes down.
So much
Reinhardt
CC.
smashes him into the wall as your boy Neptune did all he could there. Wasn't enough as Cheeseman picks up his enemy DPS on Roman Punch. Your boy Neptune going very low.
Concrete
Beautiful.
big charge onto the sitting duck. He picks up Pentatonics.
I want to point out Loyal was about to smash someone into the wall and was slept by Tomcat. Beautiful sleep.
Excellent auto play right there. Concrete is burning a little bit, but he gets bubbled and that burn goes away.
Loyal sitting up here, 600 left on his shield.
Wall separates Loyal from the rest of his team right there. Big shatter coming out.
I really like it, but the invulnerability matrix was there from Baptiste, but he goes down to Roman Punch over on the left side as Coalescence comes out from Intapar.
Your boy Cheeseman takes out Roman Punch.
Let's see, we see a nano-boosted Rhine. He is going hard. Concrete swinging that rocket hammer all around, trying to push his payload to this first point.
There's going to be an unfortunate position for this May. Concrete getting low on health, but Baptiste manages to keep him up. Big charge on Sitting Duck. Ryan gets purple, and Loyal falls.
Concrete doing amazing amounts of work there with the help of his entire team. Obviously, it's a team game.
I don't think you can put enough emphasis on how much Cezio is enabling this play, though, with these clutch bubbles and so many good heals coming in from Tomcat. So many times we've seen Concrete get down to 20 health and somehow stays up.
Preventative Blizzard thrown down by V-Ruzzy, but is answered back from Catatonics as we see an Earth Shatter
Big
come
shatter
down.
from Loyal is going to take out Cezio.
They do hold it here. Very good. They're trying to push in. So Maywall is really creating a maze of this terminal.
Now, if Sam Houston's going to win this, they really have to hold this and keep them coming through these two choke points.
Now we see it's coming to the end of the match here, and Sitting Duck is once again sitting on his Zarya ult, the Gravitic Flux.
Let's see if he uses it this time.
Graviton Surge. Gravitic Flux is signal.
You just call it grab. We know what you're talking about.
Goes at the ball, pulls people in.
Rose Punch with some high ground. It's going to be a big Deadeye. Takes out 2.
A lot of damage going down as Sam Houston is just falling. Cheeseman, the only one left. He's frozen up. It will be the team kill as Sulphur pushes in.
There's no way Sam Houston can get back from that. Good job, Sulphur.
Now Sulphur does come out on top. But, and at the end of the day, history's going to remember Sulphur 1-0. Very, very, very close.
Are they going to remember 1-0? Or are they going to remember 2-0?
For right now.
You're getting ahead of the story here.
Okay.
They could remember 2-1 or 1-2.
It's going to be 1-0 for now.
Very good play from Loyal right there. Big, big shatter.
Yes,
big
that was
purple.
right at the end. As we're now heading to Cairo. We're going to explore the Temple of Anubis.
On the Giza Plateau, isn't that what we just decided earlier?
It is on the ancient ruins of the Giza Plateau on the outskirts of Cairo. The Temple of Anubis, an assault map.
I feel like whenever there's 10 minutes between maps, we waste all our filler on.
Yeah, I don't have too much filler. I tried to look up fun, interesting facts about this. So, fun fact about the Temple of Anubis: it is.
How many Anubis statues are in the Temple of Anubis? Do you even know?
12. I have no idea. That's
I was
seeing if I could buff you, but I kind of gave it away. Yeah.
I feel like that's probably not that far off, though.
Probably not. I mean, we have – those are just pillars, right? Down to point B?
Yeah.
There's no statues there. Because that would be 6.
4.
4 right there.
I think there's 2 on each side of the entrance. You know what?
YouTube, Chad, help us out.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get to
how many?
To point B.
How many
we'll just
pillars?
count.
How many pillars on the Temple of Anubis? Type it in chat. Let us know, and we'll get back to you.
And Zach will buy you a free Snickers bar.
Well, that's to be determined. We'll see. Temple of Anubis assault map. We see them running in now. We talked about Concrete's Hammond. It came out once during that 3-round push on Gibraltar. It was a huge archway. There's a lot of huge archways.
You're excited, aren't you?
On this map.
Traditionally, we have seen Concrete play Hammond on basically every map.
Yes.
But I do think it's more viable on this one. But the Rhine just is so strong in the meta right now.
Definitely
and Cezio, such a strong Zarya player. I don't see any reason to.
I loved his Roadhog.
Yeah.
Maybe he got lucky. And it was a good showing all around. Maybe he got lucky.
I wouldn't say it's luck. There's just so many hard counters to him that are so easy to run.
Definitely
Ana being so heavy in the mix.
Yes.
She basically shuts Roadhog down. Whenever 50% of your kit is be fat and the other 50% of it is heal yourself, you get hit by Ana darts and purple all the time.
Yes.
It's not ideal. I'm not saying it wasn't good. I'm saying it's not the smart pick.
Right. We see a lot of teams here, after you pass that first choke point going to capture point A, you're going to turn right into this little room, and there's a staircase leads up to above point A. Now, I've seen a lot of teams, that's basically the route they use after they get past those first 2 arches.
Right.
We'll see if they kind of pull that out. If they do, on defense, go a Bastion, and you sit right there on the short ledge, that will kind of negate a lot of that damage coming through. You're behind a wall. You get into these buildings. It can't really hit you. So
I think we're going to see another sim.
Okay.
That actually wouldn't be too bad on this map, would it?
We just saw
Wouldn't
that.
it? Well, okay, I didn't cast it.
Were you not paying attention to the Iowa game?
A little bit. I was doing some statistics here.
All right. So Iowa did the, I believe it's the barb strategy of teleport straight to point, and it worked very, very well.
Now, did they
And-
immediately switch off with the Symmetra and just use the teleporter?
Yep.
Or did they stay on it?
They went to point, teleported, went to choke, teleported to point, ran in, took it, and then for point B, swapped off.
Nice, nice.
It was very good. It was very fast.
All right. It is not Cheeseman on the tour, but Roman Punch. Bringing out my favorite little engineer.
Attackers
I don't-
incoming
what is he?
in 30 seconds.
Yes, he's an engineer.
Dwarf?
Chief engineer.
Turbier. I love it. CCO, we do see him on the Zarya and Concrete, sticking true to the Reinhardt for tonight.
So I would guess Sulphur is defending first with that tour pick. Where are they going to put the turrets? They're going to do the Houston Outlaws strategy,
There it
the old
is.
school strategy, throw it on the stairway behind.
4, 3, 2.
It's a peculiar pick. It's very easy to get to it right there. It looks like he's trying to throw it on that side overhang.
Right. I really like the both Junkrats actually. Very easy map to just lob bombs and get them into places that the enemy really has a hard time dealing with. Now, instead of going to the right,
Yeah,
Going to the
a
left.
lot of teams go here. There's a lot more instant cover, and then you just take one fight through this doorway.
right, but Loyal and Concrete exchanging punches as they both go down. Only 2 members to drop on either side as the tanks.
That's a win for Sulphur all day as their spawn is much, much closer.
Definitely so. Sitting Duck going very low, taken out. We have Reinhardt's on Reinhardt, Zarya's on Zarya's. It's a bloodbath here in the Temple of Anubis.
That was
Very
a
good.
big sleep dart from onto Cheeseman right there from Tomcat.
Yeah, let's Roman Punch take him out. And Sam Houston is forced to reset.
That was a very late kill. That's going to be a long stagger. It's probably going to waste at least 10 seconds off the clock right there.
Lowmatic already sitting on the Coalescence. Let's see if it comes out as we try to take this fight. Under 3 minutes left to do so.
This will only hurt.
Big purple from Tomcat, but nobody really there to clean up.
Definitely so. Patatonis goes a little here. See what they can do as they're getting close to ults. There it is. The Coalescence does come out.
Big
as
Shatter
it's
gets 4,
immediately answered.
and they're purpled, so that Coalescence is going to be basically wasted.
Wow.
And Sulphur's going to clean this up really quick. Hopefully they can get a long stagger.
Back up, Sam Houston. You're all low. You're all dead. Reset. Let's see what we can do. Cheeseman gets out of there very, very cheeky, but taken out by Tomcat. Knew where he was going.
Tomcat just vicious with this Ana
Being
tonight.
very, very good. That grenade was crucial to that push.
Right, it was basically a useless ult as the
Uses
Moira was on
Coalescence.
top of it until that purple hit.
Definitely.
CZO just lobbing these grenades out here. Doing a little chip damage. Sam Houston's come around the left side basically every time.
See if
And
they're
so it's
gonna do
easy to
something
just throw that
different.
splash damage out there.
They're kind of split right now. We really need to group up and get this push going. 1:45 left on the board. Rip Tower immediately comes out into the
They're
gravity
looking to-
flux. Let's see it picks up 2, a tank and a DPS. The rest continue around as CCO's on the backside here. They're pinned.
All right, Sam Houston doesn't have their main tank here though. This fight is basically over.
Another 30 seconds going to be wasted. Well, not wasted, but
Used to
gained, I
regroup.
guess. Yeah.
So much spam damage coming out from this Sulphur team between the Junkrat and the Torb.
All right, we're trying something new here. This is what I was talking about. We go to the right. Molten Core comes out from Turbjorn, lays down some damage as another Rip Tower comes out. It's going to pick up 2. There you go,
Takes
Sam
up
Houston.
CZO and Junkrat, and Concrete is down. And this is probably going to be Sam Houston's fight. They don't take it right
4v3.
here.
Coalescence comes out, but they immediately take down 2 for Sam Houston. I don't know if they're going to get it here. Coalescence doing work. Picks up Loyal and Sitting Duck. Sam Houston is forced back once again. 45 seconds on the clock.
That was a big shatter from Loyal right there. I thought they were going to have that.
I had hope. Lowmatic pushing up, being a little cheeky.
And now we see the Wrecking Ball coming out from Sam Houston.
They've got to do something. 30 seconds left. He goes in. Ground smash immediately.
There's just too much focus fire right there for a
That
low.
hurts. Loyal has to get out.
Big sound barrier comes in.
There it is. missed it. Who was it? That
Concrete
was
swinging
Concrete
on
on
point.
there. Cheeseman
Liberal
throws
comes out.
in the Death Blossom as well as the Coalescence comes out from Lomatic. They're picking up 3. They're picking up 4. They're picking up 5. They're really looking for it. We go
Moira
into
gets out.
overtime. And I think they'll be able to hold it. Almost a team wipe there.
Right, the only person that survived there was the Moira. And she gets picked up as she exits the corner and her fate ends.
Woo! Sam Houston taking overtime to the extremes here in both of their games.
They like playing to the final hour.
But hey, if you got the time, use it. Use it. Now they're sitting on 2 minutes, 45 seconds to push in to the Temple of Anubis. There we see 2 statues. So there's at least 2. YouTube coming along with that Temple of Anubis. There's 1 in the back. 3. We're getting close to our prediction of 4, not quite close to 12.
Sam
Pushing
Houston going to
around.
swing over from the right side here. Loyal pushing in. We hear a Riptire come
picks
out.
up 2.
It picks
Very
up
good.
2, but it's
Be
just
risky.
above DPS.
That's going to be pretty crucial. Sam Houston continuing this push. Sitting Duck goes down as well. They're losing 4. They might lose 5. Lomatic's getting out of there. Nope, there it is. 5th kill. Sam Houston has to regroup. 2
So
minutes left.
luckily, Sam Houston didn't invest any in that, and Sulphur used one of their ults. So I would say that's a good eco push.
Sitting Duck switching to the Diva.
It's a strong pick. There's a lot of span damage coming in from that Junkrat and that Torb.
Now
You
we
can do so
have
much with that defensive matrix.
4 ultimates on the side of Sulphur getting ready to be used. Molten Core, crucially, I'm looking for. We do have a pause coming in. It looks like it's on the side of Sam Houston.
What Sitting Duck needs to do right
Keyboard
here
issues.
is keep an eye out for that Zarya and eat that grab whenever it comes out.
Right. I don't want to, now that we're paused, I don't want to talk too much about what we have on the board as to give away any spoilers to the players because they don't have the game sounds going in their ears. I do see for this last push, let's see, what can we say? We got 1:40 left on the board, and Sam Houston is pushing in to point B.
Yeah, that's not a lot of time to take point B. That's maybe 3 pushes.
Maybe 3. You're going to
Maybe
get lucky if you get 3 out of that. You got to spawn, you got to walk, and then you either got to take it or you got to die and respawn.
Well, the third one might be a sort of dive desperation push, but it
But
will
that's
exist.
That's
There will
what
be some
Sam
time.
Houston's looking good at. It's overtime.
Just treat every
it's now or never.
treat every push like there's 5 seconds left.
Right,
Is that what you're
exactly.
saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, yes.
They just need to do a couple. What they need to do is do one really good eco push right there, build some ults, and then just hit Sam. Hopefully they can pull some ults out of Sulphur.
Definitely so. And I do want to let y'all know it is getting close to our 7 o'clock game time for the next game. We are on only map 2 here. We have had some technical difficulties here in game 2, so we will be going a little later tonight, or at least starting a little later on that game number 3 of the night.
What is game number 3?
Washington Marion versus Grand Lake? Lagrange. Nope, it is Grand Lake.
Grand Lake versus Washington
Yes.
Marion.
Yes.
Well.
Hello. Do we have a
Well, Sulphur also has to play
has
Grand
YouTube-
Lake on the backstage. after
YouTube,
this
have you
as
told
well.
us how many statues of Anubis are in the Temple of Anubis?
Have they?
I don't know. The stream's over there.
We'll pull it up on your laptop.
My eyes,
That's why you have.
I'm not
Oh, wait.
connected to the internet.
Am I? I am. I will check while you
All right.
find something clever to say.
Well, I've run through all of my Temple of Anubis fun facts.
Yeah?
There weren't that many. There's only, I think,
Yeah,
one.
I'm going to need you to come more prepared next week.
So, well, this is the only time I've gotten to say my fun facts.
Well,
All right, so
Zay says there's at least 26.
26.
Also, apparently, it's not Googleable. But I do appreciate Zay
Not Googleable.
for...
Well, okay, Zay, listen to me. So I want you to load into a game of Overwatch, scout the map, get back to us as we are back in game here. No game sounds. If we could throw that up on the big screen.
Oh, I didn't even know.
I didn't either. I just happened to look over and saw movement. We see Sam Houston pushing in.
It's fine. I'll just come over here, snuggle with you, and we'll cast from over here with no game
Oh,
sounds.
fantastic. The camera's not on us. It'll work. All right, Sam Houston pushing in. They're going around the left side. They're getting in the back at this point. They're pushing through. We do see the Riptire come out as Molten Cores throw down. Coalescence is thrown down.
Riptire
Grab
takes out
is thrown down. Riptire, yes, goes in, takes out Concrete. Sam Houston looking good on the push.
Loyal Shatter gets one, but that's all he's going to need.
Point is still contested. We have 2 on the point. Got to knock him down. There they go. Still 1 on the point. As Concrete comes in, he's immediately knocked down. They're going to try to get it.
Charge.
They've at least got like 1 small bit there.
All they need is a little bit of progress.
On the side of Sulphur, but Sulphur just respawns and runs back in. Still contested. Let's see if anyone on the side of St. Houston falls. They're really holding strong here. As Concrete does have his Earth Shatter. There it goes. It goes down.
Sound barrier coming out from Sam Houston, and Concrete is going to get taken out by Cheeseman.
Throws down the Deadeye, picks him up. Sam Houston is doing it once again, now or never, and they take it. And it's not even overtime, 6 seconds.
Sam Houston says now.
They say now. They choose now over the never.
Score 0-2.
Wow.
Switching sides.
This is exciting. I'm excited.
I am more hyped for this match than I became for the Barb Sam Houston match last week.
Yeah?
I don't know why.
Because this one's a better match.
I found out why.
I didn't want to spoil it for you if you didn't know, but that's why.
No spoiler warning, man. Oh,
it's
goodness.
a close. These overtime clutches are just so much more exciting. You're biting your nails the whole time.
This is I'm excited. This shot right here with this little spinning thing on top of this building really just threw me to Tatooine from Star Wars. I don't know why.
So Neon
Yes.
claims that Google says 2.
But we see 3.
Well,
there's 2 in the beginning, and does the last one,
look,
is that?
You call Google and tell them they're wrong.
I will call Google. I will contact them, get Google on the phone, let them know. As we're looking to push through, we were talking about arches. We were talking about the Wrecking Ball, the Hammond. Concrete's pulling it out. 15 seconds left until they're going to come out.
This Winston pick from Cezio, haven't seen it, but I'm excited.
You know what this is?
This is sort of a weird dive.
This is a dive.
Do
We're
you
seeing
see
Viruzzi on the sim.
what do you dive with the teleporter though?
Yes, with a May. Yes.
Okay. So, is the strategy here have Concrete fly in and distract them, then the rest of the team teleports to point? Is that the strategy?
Well, that's kind of what he's doing. He's in there.
Oh, they're going to teleport to the top window and go wrap behind where they can't see it. See, they're
Concrete's
not going to push forward.
Concrete's behind him. He's going. He's bowling. Concrete goes through, putting down a lot of deeps. He's getting pretty low, though. Oh, Loyal charges through, catches Ninja Par out. Ninja Par goes down. Roman Punch goes down as well. Sam Houston picking up 2. A Sulphur picks up 1. Let's see here.
Cezio going to get out there with just a smidgen of health.
Good hold. Good hold. By Sam Houston.
And,
like that.
And Concrete says, nah.
He just kind of hovers in the air, doesn't even slam down. Cezio going pretty low. His being
getting lots of good charge for his heals right there. Tomcat already at his ult. And that is a nanoed Primals Winston. Just doing a lot of dislodging right here.
He is just
not necessarily a whole lot of damage, but he is booping people around. That Reinhardt's going to steadfast and not get pushed around too much, though.
Crucial that Cezio got in there. Concrete did go down at the beginning. That huge shatter comes out. And 5 drop. That's technically a team kill. Concrete went down at the very beginning of that. We see he's not even back yet. He's sitting right there. And the rest of Sulphur drop. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left.
So we're going to see swaps coming across the board for Sulphur right here. Cezio going to the Roadhog, which I know that you love. Roman Punch going to the Soldier, and Tomcat going to the Moira. A lot more healing available with this comp, but not quite as much utility.
We're going to see about 4 ults on the side of Sam Houston ready.
We're going to try and pull Sam Houston down into that minefield right now.
Oh, Blizzard
and the
drop.
comes out.
Trying to stop anyone from getting in as Junkrat is back there.
That's going to do a really effective job of separating Sulphur, and the Reaper ult comes out. Cheeseman picks up the Lucio as Concrete just bowls through and is going to try to make his escape. Cezio going down in the corner. Sam Houston looking really, really strong on this defense.
Amazing defense here. Ninja Par not really having the best of luck here. Getting taken out by the Reaper. Loyal charging in, pinning him to the wall. Lucio, one of the more mobile supports.
But that's not an easy pick.
No, see if we can keep him.
Your boy Neptune doing the laughing mode on the point. He's feeling good right now, and why would you not after those 2 holds?
Riptire coming out. It's going up. It's going down. It's taking out Pentatonics.
That's a peculiar character to have gotten taken out by that. Just
Right.
so much utility to dodge that particular attack. Your boy
Rally-
Neptune, Rally coming out.
Rally and
healing everybody
Coalescence
up.
come out, keeping everyone good as Sitting Duck throws it out. He drops him down. He picks
Oh,
up
there's
one.
a back cap going on from Veruzi.
Oh, he's taken down, though.
The Moira, the DPS Moira, such a vicious support player.
I do want
If
to
you
point
can't-
out again that Sigma, the only person he got with his ult, once again, Ninja Par going down. Just we got to protect this Lucio in the back line. Tomcat.
They're just getting focused down. I mean,
Switching to the
it's
back
hard to
piece.
avoid if you're aiming for him. You can get him.
Oh yeah, definitely so. I just having a rough go of it, my guy.
Sam Houston invested a lot in that, though. They're not going to have a whole lot of tools to work with on this if Sulphur pushes in.
Invulnerability matrix goes up. CCO needs to get in there. He does. He's kept alive, but Rowan Punch, Ninja Par all going down. Concrete going low. Let's see if they can do it. But 2 finally drop on the side of Sam Houston, but it's answered with 5, 6 team kill. Sulphur goes
That
down.
is 2 team kills in a row from Sam Houston. You know, I'm not going to lie. Whenever Loyal went down, I thought that was going to be it, and Sulphur was going to take that. But that was a very impressive hold from Sam Houston right there.
You know what that
The
means?
attack looked rough. That means we're going to Nepal.
We're going to Nepal.
Everybody get your sweaters.
Map 3. Fantastic.
Surrender to my will.
This right here,
Big
great
ball
play.
lessons.
The cheese. What kind of cheese do you think is? He went strong right there. Is he like a brie, a little blue, a little Maytag blue,
He was on fire.
a little Stilton? The strongest of all the cheeses. You
I
missed
like-
my whole joke.
Smoked cheddar.
The worst. Smoked cheddar?
Yeah.
Only the rind is smoked on
I
cheddar,
love
though.
cheese, but I'm a basic cheese man.
A basic cheese
Yeah,
man?
this is obviously a supreme cheese man here playing. So we're going to Nepal finally. We get a control map for the first time since week 1 when we were on Lijiang Tower. Correct?
That sounds right.
Hey, everything I say sounds right.
No.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. So Nepal, finally, I can get into some new fun facts.
You have fun facts for Nepal?
I don't,
Let's-
actually. These are all strategies.
You got my hopes up.
I know. So Nepal split into each control map, split into 3 smaller maps. We have Village, Shrine, and Sanctum. Very good map for May.
Yep.
Not only
I
is it
don't have a whole lot to add other than yes, you're
not
correct.
only is it already cold, but also her kit helps a lot with the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she freeze people faster in Nepal?
That would be, oh my goodness. If May kills someone on Nepal, is it technically an environmental death?
Yes.
Oh, wow. You finally agreed with me.
Yep. I'm gonna say yes. So Sanctum also Zen synergy. That is his temple.
Definitely so. Oh, wow. Why don't I have that on here?
Because you don't do your enough research, obviously.
I think for control, I was only looking on like.
You're like, no one ever plays this. I'm not even gonna look stuff
I know,
up.
I was like, I never get to use my fun facts anyway. But we were talking about the sim and her teleports and her turrets. Once again, a very good hero for Sanctum.
I like her more for Village
Okay.
than Sanctum. It's a lot easier to split that point. There's
I can see that,
you can
definitely.
teleport around to different places.
Yeah.
You can use those turrets inside the walls of the little hut. But a hero that May McCree, generally the accepted DPS combo in this climate of Overwatch, McCree has been good on this map even since season 6-ish of Overwatch. He's always been good on this map because it's such close sight lines. He does so much DPS. And then May with the freeze and the close quarters as well has always been a good pick on this. So I kind of want to see some May McCree, even though I've seen way too much of it in Overwatch League recently. I would love to see it here tonight.
Right. Now we're talking about environmental kills. Let's talk about Sanctum. Push him off the map.
Yes, you can. We're going to see probably lots of Lucio on that. Your boy Neptune, I'm sure, is going to be on it.
Maybe even Farah. Now we saw Farah a lot in the first match of the day.
Yep.
Don't know about here. We haven't seen it
Fair
at
is,
all.
fair is sort of a hit or miss
Very well,
on Village.
Literally, yes.
Yeah. Well, you could have a graze. There's splash damage.
You know, and it's not as
That's why.
large
That's
as
why there's
it
a
should
rocket
be.
direct hit category in her tab bar.
Ready for battle.
All right, so we're seeing a lot of the same picks. Yes, Rowan Punch. Rowan Punch is my new cheese man.
Yeah.
Bringing out the Ash first, bringing out the
Oh
Torb.
no, he's
now
letting
we're
you
on the
down.
Bastion.
He's going with Reaper,
No,
which,
come on.
let's be fair, is a smarter pick.
Yeah, it is, but
Unless you're going to do the sim and teleport to the top and do an ultimate cheese strat.
I'm starting
is-
to learn not
it's
to
so
talk
all
about
in.
hovers.
Yeah.
They're really baiting me on these hovers here. CCO
I
on
think
the
they know.
Zarya.
They know. They know what you want to see.
I like your boy Neptune really sticking with the Brig pick. Brig, a very niche pick, but also becoming more and more meta here.
It's so good for control because you have to go
yes.
to the control point. If you take it first,
A lot of AoE.
she's going
Wow.
to give all of her healing.
Everyone answering each other on this back part of the map.
The
We're just
accretion
swinging
misses
back.
right there, and Sam Houston is purple. They're going to get whittled down pretty quick with no
First to
healing
drop
available.
is the front line for Sam
The
Houston.
objective is now completed.
So this first fight, looking like it's going to go Sulphur's way.
You see Sulphur on the point. They do take it.
Sulphur going to be slowly ticking up that control percentage now as Sam Houston backs off and regroups. Sulphur really playing it safe, playing inside that village, not doing any flanking. Cheeseman going up top. Going to drop into the back line and try and take out
He's purple.
Zarya.
And he's now a Wraith.
That Wraith cleanses the purple though.
Concrete,
So he
spinning
gets out.
Willmatic to the side. 2 drop for Sam Houston. There's only 1 goes down for Sulphur, but it's answered with 2v2. Wow. Very nice. Oh, come on, Cheese Man. He's looking for it. He's looking to take down Viruzi, but he's not going to be able to do it as CISO comes to the rescue, and they hold the point.
I'm on fire. Everyone follow me.
Oh, Zarya calling for everyone to follow her. I
don't think that's a
much
good idea.
You want to do that on control. You
Zarya
stay in the same place.
is an Omnist. She doesn't like Omnics.
Oh. I should play her more. She's one of my least played heroes, yet we have so much in common.
Yeah, y'all are both buff. Pink hair.
Wow. Well, okay. Oh, grab
Big
goes
grab
down.
coming in
Let's
with
see.
a Riptire.
Where is it? Riptire.
Did it? I didn't see it
I didn't
disappear in the
see
kill feed, and I didn't see it kill anything. It must have just missed everything. Obviously, good shielding right there from Sitting
nice.
Duck and Loyal.
That could have been
negating all that damage.
disastrous. for
Cheese
Sam
Man up top with his ult. He's going
He
to drop
throws
in.
down. He immediately
He
takes
picks
out
up
Ninja
2.
Par.
Going to pick up.
Wow. Tactical
Zarya.
Visor comes down. It's answered. 5, 6.
Grab
drop.
inside. That is a team kill. Sam Houston, nothing in half measures. Team kills or team wipes. That's all they do.
Very crucially, Ninja Par had just popped Coalescence. Cheeseman jumped down, booped him, and that Coalescence is gone as well. I believe Ana shot out Nano Boost. I didn't exactly see who got it, but we are missing that ultimate.
So Sulphur going to have ult advantage right here. Concrete having the only ult on the board, and Rowan Punch about to be on his.
There we go.
Big shatter
Only
coming in
gets
from
one.
Concrete. Nobody can really capitalize on it, though. Everybody's too far away.
Oh, Cheeseman taken down Ninja Par. Very good job on that one. There we go. Roman Punch going in with the Death Blossom. Doesn't get much from it.
Sometimes just that threat of the Death Blossom is enough.
Definitely so, definitely so. Oh, we're charging in. Concrete trying to make something happen.
Brig backs out as she gets purpled, and now Sulphur just rolling through Sam Houston, running onto that point. Pentatonics doing a little flanking action, with Cheeseman, but Sulphur's going to flip this point right here.
Definitely so. They're sitting at 90%. Sam Houston does not have a lot of time to get back on this point. Ninja Par once again coming out with the Coalescence, however not answered from Cheeseman. Pentatonics is dangerously low. Look at that grab. It's thrown out to keep them from coming in. A few got in, but they're immediately going to be taken out. Overtime ticks down, and it's capped.
100 to 52. That's really that's not as much of a disparagement as you think. Whenever you just look at it, you think, well, they got twice as many points. But so many times on these control maps, you see 100 to zeros,
Yes.
and
all of my
52 is
games.
really only one flip difference.
This is one of my favorite maps ever.
Is
Just-
it?
Yeah. That. It sounded like I had more to go on.
I was
Yeah,
waiting.
yeah.
I was.
So we're going to be looking at this dark well here. Environmental kills, boop them off the side. One of my favorite things is to sit by the stairs. If you see on the left of your screen, right back there by the candles, you sit there with Lucio's, people walk down the stairs, you boop them, and off they go.
How
if
many
you're not
candles are
looking
on
at
this map?
Well, if we're going to say that each cluster of candles looks like it has about 13 candles in it. So if we say how many
Yeah.
clusters are on each
Go-
side?
You're going with the
20?
John Hughes film, huh? There's
Oh.
16 candles. Never mind. Okay, so back to the
Just a
game.
Candle blowing in the wind, man. Point is
Sam
contested
Houston
now. Oh
jumps
no!
down.
Oh no!
Big charge from Laurel. Doesn't get anybody.
I thought he was going to go off the map, but it doesn't matter because he's taken down by CCO. They're dropping on each side, 2 for 2. As Roman Punch, we see him switch to the Turbjorn.
Sulphur does flip it, though. They are going to be slowly building up charge, and Accretion misses. Concrete gets a little block there.
Sulphur
Sam Houston
gets-
going to manage to flip it.
Yeah, they get the first cap, but don't hold it for long. As Sam Houston answers back with some late kills and pushes them off. Concrete backs up with the shield, and Sam Houston's able to answer.
That was a good retreat from Sulphur right there, knowing that the fight was lost and doing a controlled back away so they could make the second attack much sooner than had Concrete fallen. But they drop in this hole, and this splash damage from the Sigma just annihilates
Yes.
everyone. Not a whole lot of mobility from Tomcat on that Lucio, despite the synergy of being in his home shrine.
Quarter of the way taken for Sam Houston here. I like your boy Neptune finally switching off the brig to play Lucio. I like it. Let's see what happens. All right, there we go. Big one. He's going. He takes him out. Concrete finds Sitting Duck. And they're immediately, I think, going to be able to take this. Coalescence is coming out from Lomatic.
Just doing a slow contest, taking up that percentage.
Oh, they're starting to answer. They might have this. Concrete's still up. You got to take him down. CCO's still up. They answer back with 2 more. They take it. 55% for Sam Houston, 15 for Sulphur.
Ult economy about equal from both sides. Sulphur edging them out just a little bit, which is going to be rough for Sam Houston having to push into that. Most importantly, Sulphur has that Torbolt, which is just going to lock down that point. It's basically like a May ult in the amount of zone control that it does.
All right, where are we going here?
I hear somebody on point, and I hear a big shatter, and I see a sound barrier coming out.
Sound barrier doesn't. No. Sound barrier just. What happened? Where'd it go?
Sulphur used their Torbolt and their sound barrier, but
It
I
works.
cannot tell what happened.
4 for 2. Sulphur
Rollmatic
comes out
just
on
going to
top.
try and get out right there.
They are
Sam
tied up
Houston
now.
did force a lot of ults out from Sulphur right there.
Sulphur pushing in to Sam Houston's bridge spawn here. They're immediately falling back.
That's such a strong place to hold. Sing Duck does have grab coming online right here, but
There
he
it
gets
is,
caught in the
CCO.
Zarya
He throws
grab.
it out. Riptire comes in, picks up 3.
Sulphur's been capitalizing on that Graviton Riptire so well tonight. Always, I think the smallest amount they've gotten tonight so far is 2. Roman Punch just picking up Pentatonics with that late kill. That is going to
Looking
reset
good.
that.
85% here for Sulphur. Is it going to be another 155?
Well, last time was 52, so they're already doing better than they were.
Fantastic.
Sam Houston does have a lot of ults online, though. About to have 4, possibly 5. All they need to do is string something together.
Now,
Coalescent comes out from both sides. They're dueling, and the grab
There we go.
comes
Sigma
up
ult.
from Sam Houston's Sigma player. He
Gotta
only gets
throw-
1.
Concrete
Roman
down.
Punch.
Concrete tries to get out of there. He's going very low. It is overtime. We got to keep this point contested.
That Lucio boop saves Sulphur's team from Loyal's charge right there. And Sam Houston does manage to flip it.
Crucially, when Loyal started that off by zooming in, Ninja Par was sitting in the exact same spot I was talking about and booped him, and Loyal barely stayed on the point. He almost went down.
Sulphur does manage to flip it back. Now Sam Houston going to have to flip it again.
Looks like they are going to be able to get it. Cheeseman picked up 2. Concrete, fire swings, fire strikes. Takes down his enemy
Another
Reinhardt.
Riptire coming out.
Oh no. Let's see, where's it going to land? We do see Sitting Duck
Another
sitting
grab.
on the point. Grabs
Two
out.
grabs in 3 fights.
That'll be the cap for Sulphur.
I don't know that Sam Houston's going to be able to make it back to this point.
Oh, he's trying. Loyal gets on it with Hammond.
Loyal picked with the charge right as he
Valiant
comes around the
effort.
corner. And that will be the game. Sam Houston will take it. Sulphur will take it from Sam Houston. Very, very valiant showing right there.
This is what I wanted from this series. Such a close match. Your boy Neptune coming in with the Briggs play of the game. Yes! I love Briggs. Getting some airtime there. Just swinging
Big
away with that
stun right
rocket
there. I
flail.
remember when that happened.
There's the
The
rally.
rally.
Putting in the deeps there as a Brig.
So who are you going to interview?
I think it's time for an interview, man. It's a good question.
Who'd you interview from Sulphur last time they won?
Probably Concrete.
Don't get him this time then. Hey, why don't you go get your new favorite guy, the man with the new cheese strats. Go get you some Roman Punch.
All right, guys, we are over here at the casting desk. Once again, congratulations, Sulphur. Y'all took it. I'm here with the Junkrat and the Zarya, the Wombo combo that really just started catching Sam Houston. Y'all took down multiple heroes every time y'all did that. Tell me how that went.
He was building ult super fast, and so I had to try to catch up to him. He's really good. So we started Wombo comboing first map. It started working out really well. So we started really making that a main point on our defensive rounds.
Yep.
And it worked. I mean, that Ryan was really good. He spun his shoulder down. It was pretty hard to get in there, but we made it work.
Yeah, nice. So, I mean, was the communication really there to, I mean, every time the ults were up, it was like, this is the plan?
Like, Jack. Yeah.
Yeah?
He's screaming at me. It's huge.
Yeah, go ahead and pass the headset. Let's hear from this guy over here. You can step on it a little bit, yeah.
So, it's all about the bubble rotation. That's how you build the ult the most. And I found out 100% charge breaks shield really fast. So after that, you just hold right click.
Right, yeah.
But building ults really fast. It's all just about the bubble rotation. And then having to depend on Cage for the tire follow up.
Definitely so.
So that's pretty much what went on.
We saw there on that last when y'all were first playing control, there was a grab in the middle of the like the archway, and we heard the rip tire come out, but we never saw anything follow up. Do we know what happened there?
I didn't see it. I'm pretty sure he went behind or under him.
Ryan was spinning. Okay, couldn't find a way in. Definitely. Now that this strategy is out, do you think there's any counters to it, or do you think you're just gonna try to run it back?
The only counter really is shoot the tire before it gets to you. But if that doesn't work, we still have another 5 other people to dive in on him.
Definitely so.
So, I mean, you could find a way to counter it, definitely with a Lucio.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm not really sure.
Nice. Well, hey, Sulphur, once again, congratulations. What are y'all sitting at now? Do you know?
We're undefeated.
Undefeated, nice. All right, you plan to hold that?
We're gonna keep that.
You're gonna keep
We're
it.
planning
All
on
right,
keeping
nice,
it.
nice. How do you think? Now y'all have not played Barb yet. How do you think that's gonna go?
Well, we're just gonna try our hardest.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it turns out our way.
Nice. All right. Well, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Nice. Thanks, y'all, coming on for the interview. All right, we will be back with the third game of the night here very shortly. We're going to try to really get it going. We know we are behind a little bit, so we'll see y'all in a few. Thanks. right, folks, we'll be jumping into game 3 here any minute now, just pending some technical difficulties with a pair of headsets. Just a few more minutes and we'll get this underway. All right, folks, this looks like we're getting into game 3. Finally, last game of the night here. We have the Washington Marion Charging Indians versus the Grand Lake Hornets. All right, over here on the red side, it's those Charging Indians. We have Christian Bruno, Kalis Lusto, Bruce Rule, Artez Gordon, Brian Simeon, and Kentrell Royster. Give it up for the Washington Marion Charging Indians. And their opponents tonight for game 3 over on the blue side, it's the Grand Lake Hornets. Playing support, a sophomore, Danon Liquid Zero Pruitt. On tank, also a sophomore, John Lil JP 03 Davidson. On support, a junior, Luke Tricky Hunter Brister. On damage, a senior, Logan Man Killer Mansilla. On tank, a sophomore, Noah A.T. Biscuits Gidry. And last but not least, on damage for the Hornets, a freshman, Jaden at Savvy Legros. Let's give it up for the Hornets. All right, let's see if we can get a game 3. Another one.
Another one?
Another one.
It's awfully late.
Awfully late.
The janitor's
You got
going
a
to kick us
bedtime?
out. I do. I'm old. Look at all this gray.
All right, let's see. Let's pull up. So I was looking at the YouTube comments, and someone said there's 99.
Candles? Are we on candles or Anubis?
No, Anubis.
Statues?
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
Oh, there's no way. I wanted to call you out, whoever put that in chat. You got six Bobs on the side of the Hornets here. Six
Bobs? Oh,
Mardi
so
Gras
we have
Bobs.
the team. Hey, wait. I have a question.
I might have an answer.
Who had the 5 Bobs and the 1 Ash?
That was Sam Houston.
So, it was pretty good synergy, but not quite enough.
Oh, I don't know, man.
If they had that 6th
They played
Bob,
so well. They played so well.
It was so good.
It was such a good game. Let's see. We're loading up here, hopefully. About to get in. Wow, we saw a slew of different things already on all 3 of these maps now. It's not even like we can speculate on what we would see on Nepal.
Washington Marion has run some kooky stuff every time we've seen them play, so like I expect to see some attack bastion.
Yes. I would love that.
I think Washington Marion's going to be the team that you enjoy watching because, like I said, they just throw
They
caution.
throw.
Caution
I don't know,
to
you
the
paused
wind.
there.
Caution to the wind.
As you should. As you should. Let's see. Loading into Watch Point Gibraltar, an escort map here.
I don't know that we've cast as many Grand Lakes
in the Mediterranean
games.
Sea. Got to get that drone to the rocket. Look at that. Beautiful. It's
Nobody
really
quite
a
made it
beautiful
out of
game.
spawn yet.
Ready for
All right,
battle.
so
Look at
here
that.
we go. Washington Marion doing a pretty interesting comp here. Pretty.
Yeah, we do see Washington Marion spawning in Winston's laboratory over there, but just like you said, attack Bastion.
I told you. But I do like it with the
Attackers
Orisa Sigma. They're
incoming
just going to do
in
a
30
sort of an
seconds.
old school pirate ship with a little Mei support. Mei's going to be able to freeze up anybody that comes up to point, and there's going to be a lot of healing from the Moira, and then you get the res from the Mercy. It's sort of an all-in strategy.
Definitely so.
You don't have a whole lot of brawl if they do get on the point, but I think it could definitely work. All they have to do is establish presence, and then they'll be fine.
Yep. Now, before we get into the game, I do want to call out a guy in chat. His name's Cannon. He is one of the best attack Bastions that we know. We'll see if it works out here for. I wish we had some names here, but it's going to be Scion 5 on the attack Bastion.
Yeah, there were some issues getting their accounts logged in, but luckily we have these backup accounts for them. So Bastion's set up, just putting down a little damage and forcing the Hornets to kind of pull back. Hornets have taken this really forward positioning, which was really good.
Liquid Zero's frozen up and taken down by Scion 2 on that May.
Tank Killer just running through the middle of the Indians.
5 go down on the side of Washington Marion. Oh no, they're just ganging up on this Sigma in the corner. All right, looks like the Hornets hold that one.
Strong engage from the Hornets right there. I'd like to see this Bastion take a little bit of high ground. So the Hornets don't have a whole lot of vertical mobility. They only have the Diva and the Junkrat. I'd like to see Washington Marion take the high ground and just get a pick or two before they really invest in it.
Definitely so. Coalescence comes out. Oh, Sigma's taken low. May's taken low. We have 3 dropping on the side of Washington Marion. 4, 5.
Frozen is just taken out here.
might be the
Moira's
team
going to fall back
kill.
to
There it is.
fall back to spawn.
Team kill's gone ahead. I want to talk about the synergy here. We saw that Bastion firing away, and all of the Hornets were basically grouped right there under the bridge, and then the May wall went up. Now, it could have been, hey, I need to reload, but it was fairly early into the engage, so I'm wondering if there might be some communication issues here that are stemming from not being able to get out on the
If you don't play a lot of Mei, it's really hard to aim that wall. It could have been trying to put it just behind them. To try and section them up. Maybe he was trying to split them. It's hard to say.
Sigma and Mei jump down, and they're both taken out as Diva answers on the top, and 4 again drop from Washington Marion. Oh no, Mercy. Rocket Hammer really hurts.
I think at this point you have to maybe play for the Blizzard, maybe for the Bastion ult. But
Blizzard is
you're
coming up
going to
there.
get one more push before you're going to really want to swap this up and decide that it's not working.
Definitely so. Minute 45 left. We see Mancilla back there with the Riptire in hand, ready to go. Wait for him to come out and step on that trap there. Very good juggling in the air. Here it is. He's going for it. He knows they're in there. He can't find it. The wall. There it is. Takes out 3.
Needed a second to tell his Mei to drop her wall.
Oh yeah, we were following it the whole way. There comes out that Mei Blizzard from Scion 2. It's locking some up. The whole team is already dead. There's no one there to follow up.
So often we see that be the problem. Ults come out and they're great ults, but nobody is there, and such is the case with this Mei ult. But now is when you really want to make some swaps. You had your chance. It didn't work.
A minute left here.
Valkyrie comes out, so does tank formation.
3 ults.
If Bastion can hit a couple people, those are instant kills on squishies from Bastion. Orisa goes down, frozen by its Savvy.
There's Mercy dropping. Mei's getting dangerously low. She can stay alive. Oh, she's going to be able to.
Nope. Supercharger. They're going to need to group up if they're going to take advantage of it, though. Not a very effective ult if everybody's not grouped.
Is there as Washington Marion manages to get Mancilla down.
Hornet's doing such a good job of using that Diva to just focus down that Bastion.
Yeah, Supercharger is up.
Orisa frozen in the middle of her Supercharger by that Mei. Can't quite spin around fast enough to knock her out of her place.
Oh, we see Sigma on the point, but he's frozen, slept, kept alive by Mercy. There we go, Mancilla going again. Looks like he's going to get 3 with the Riptire.
And that payload did not make much progress.
Grand Lake is able to hold it. Good job, Hornets.
0-0. Switching sides.
9 meters.
Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. It is pushed up a little bit.
Match.
Looked about 9 meters to me.
Washington Marion is going to have to do a very aggressive hold right there. That payload did not move very much. They're going to want to. I believe they're probably going to run the Bastion Orisa again.
I liked their comp. I mean,
a little bit of communication. They're just going to have to hold basically on top of that spaceship because it basically cannot move.
I don't want to say it was their fault necessarily either. Grand Lake played really well in that, just kept them at bay tirelessly.
Diva's such a strong counter to Bastion. It just really focusing down that DM, and Mancilla would drop on top while it was effectively useless.
We want to see Washington Marion get on this point.
I'd really like Washington Marion to pull that Mercy back out because you're not going to have time to do a respawn. You're going to need the res on this.
Definitely so. If we see anyone going down, and like you talked about, switching from the Mercy to this, what is his name? Zenyatta. I know.
It's because you're an Omnis.
I wanted to say Zenzao, which is a League of Legends champion, not an Overwatch hero here. Switching from the Mercy to the Zenyatta, you're going to be very squishy. And with the likes of a Mei and a Junkrat, not going to bode well for you.
He just doesn't have the mobility either.
Let's see.
Grand Lake going to go for a cheeky
sneaky
flank right here. Mancilla distracting him.
Liquid Zero doing a good job keeping him alive up there. Topped off. And they're immediately on the point. Washington Marion, you got to push up.
And that is it.
Victory.
They take the 9 meters, and Grand Lake takes it.
That's really interesting. Mancilla staying up top, just kind of distracting him. Washington Marion focusing on that. And then 2 players sneak around the back, and then half their team splits. And then it allows the Reinhardt to just kind of walk up and push in those couple inches that it needs to go.
Right. Is the healing coming in from Tricky Hunter on this Moira. Oh, look at that, keeping everyone alive. Very good job.
And now we go to Anubis.
Anubis. Yes. Hello. Oh, we're
It
back.
sounds like we just had a Bruins victory on the backstage.
Yes. Bell City takes that one. They are against Iowa,
Yes, they are.
who took their first game of the night against,
Hamilton.
which is what I was going to say. Thank you.
Remember, that was the one game I was wrong about.
Yes, so we did, put in our caster predictions. This is Grizz, I'm Powers, and then Jeremy is
Jeremy.
All the predictions have been correct so far, except you predicted Hamilton in the first game.
I did.
Jeremy and I both predicted Iowa, and then
You predicted Iowa for the Bell City
for the
game.
Bell City,
Also,
and then I did switch.
Yeah,
I
you
did
dirty
switch,
rotten
yes.
flip-flopper. After I told you were silly for thinking that.
Right. But let's see how this one goes, and we'll see if our predictions are correct. Who knows? No one, because it hasn't happened yet.
The Overwatch
Yeah.
deities.
Is it
know.
already in the system? It's already
Yeah.
coded who wins
Yep.
the games? That would explain, because I'm a
They're
pretty good
making
player.
another Matrix movie, speaking of things already being coded.
Ooh. Yes, they are.
Keanu Reeves and all his
What a great guy.
heavy-set glory returning as Neo. Not as slim and sleek and refined as he was 20 years ago, but still playing the role.
Say the same about me. All right, so we're going over here to Temple of Anubis. Now we were talking about different strategies. We saw
We've seen lots of different
Sulphur
things.
go left, then right, and then try down the middle,
A little meandering
and
path.
nothing worked. Sam Houston held him off.
Very strong defense from Sam Houston right there.
What do you think we're going to see now? I think
we're going to see more Orisa Bastion, which
I think-
will, in theory, work on their defense. I think Grand Lake knows that Washington Marion is going to run that comp and run a Diva again. And I think Mansilla is going to play Junkrat, jump up top, and bombard through the shields while the DM is on the Bastion. So that he
Wow.
basically gets 5 seconds of free attack
Free
while the
range.
DM is on the Bastion.
Definitely so.
That is my prediction for the first wave of the push.
okay. Yeah, that was a very detailed analytical description.
Yeah.
Definitely beats mine. I was instead of going left, right, or straight through, they're all going to pick
Different
aerial
directions.
champions, and they're just going to fly over to the point.
I don't know that Ariel's going to do this well.
Now, see, so
with,
we're gonna have a Diva,
without any water. She's not going to be able to swim too
A
well.
Farah, a Mercy, a Junkrat,
Are we talking about for Grand Lake or?
whoever wants to.
Oh, just in general, you just want to see all the flying
Well,
heroes.
we saw with Sulphur, left, right, and middle didn't work, so you can't go under. Just got to go.
Well, you can go under the middle bridge.
Well, that's center.
Okay, that's a fair point. So what I would like to see one of the teams do is, it's a very old strat. You go left, and then you, from that side room, and you never contest from the, everybody holds the bridge, and nobody walks in that room because it's basically a kill chamber. The defense doesn't,
the door is this big.
yeah,
so
the
narrow.
defense doesn't go in there because they have high ground.
Why go in there? Yeah.
Right. They are Ewan McGregor in this situation.
Don't.
And you don't want to be Anakin. So anyway, you hold from the side. They have to come through that little room once they're there.
Yep.
So they're not looking. You play the sim. You teleport up to that window, and you fall
Drop
behind them straight onto point.
Right.
That's what I want to see. It's cheeky. It's clever. It's easy. It doesn't take a whole lot of synergy and communication. It just takes one person saying,
Hey, here's the
team.
teleporter. Right.
Don't run up there. I got the teleporter. Hit F.
Definitely so. Now,
F's in
but
chat.
if you teleport up top, you have the high ground.
Right, but you have to drop down because you're behind it. You can't fight from that little window.
Right. But and in that sense, the defense has the low ground, and I actually think the low ground is better.
Is it?
Now, history would prove this. When Obi-Wan Kenobi takes out General Grievous, he's below him, hanging on a ledge. When he takes out Anakin, Anakin jumps above him, therefore giving him the low ground to take out Anakin. When he takes out Darth Maul, he starts by hanging in this pit of death, jumps up and takes him out. Therefore, the low ground is actually the advantage. He tricks Anakin saying, I have the high ground, making Anakin want the high ground, jumps above him, and there goes some limbs. I'm not going to ruin the whole thing. Low ground, superior than high ground. Heard it here first. Don't at me.
There's nothing that you said that I can refute
I
because
know.
you just used the worst movies in the Star Wars franchise.
Okay. Look,
as reference points.
we can get rid of the Phantom Menace. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
But wait, but that's better than
What?
the second one.
Objectively, what order are you watching them in?
Well, 1, 2, 3. The episode 1 is better than episode 2.
Are you a prequel guy or?
No.
Looks like we're loading in the game
All right,
here.
so enough of that. Hey, look, there's.
Yeah, I think we're about to have a brawl here on the casting desk. Let's get in the
Hey,
game
look,
here.
there's some more Anubises. Anubis.
A newbies.
A newbie is the plural of Anubis.
People call me a newbie all the time. Look, yeah. So 1, 2 right there. Right. Okay. Yeah. So we have 3 in the regular temple.
Oh, those are regular pharaohs. They're not a
Well, we're-
Nubi. Those
Does it
two are
matter?
Nubi.
Ready for
Well,
battle.
if you're talking about Anubis statues,
I'm just
it
talking about
matters that the-
statues, like overall, because that's
Okay.
that's technically
Hey,
3
back
on each
back
side.
on task here.
All right.
Okay, so we've
Attack
got a,
Bastion. Again.
So
Attack
I was
incoming.
wrong. Grand Lake did
30
not
seconds.
opt to play the diva. They're gonna do a little more old school comp. Run a little Ron Zarya here.
And it is the Bastion Orisa coming out from Washington Marion here. Going to be the attack Bastion, but on this map, it's not the worst. It's about average on every map, actually. It depends if the attacking team can get to it, and if you have a good line of sight, and if you have defense
3,
and healing.
All of those things are generally accurate of any character on any
Yeah, I
map.
know.
defend objective A.
Brilliant analysis right there.
Tricky Hunter
But-
here on the Brig. I like it. Didn't get to play the game on the Moira
In
last
Washington
time.
Marion's favor, they do not. Grand Lake did not opt to run that diva, so there isn't going to be a hard counter to the Bastion right here.
There he
He's gonna
is.
Be able to put down that
Oh, he's going. He's just melted. Lil JP03. There you go, Washington Marion. Oh, another
Picks
one.
up 2.
Liquid Zero.
Washington Marion's going to need a push on this. They're up 6-4 right now.
There we go. All right. Let's see. That Savvy goes
That
very
Moira
low.
just needs to focus on keeping that Bastion up. He will do all the damage
Oh.
that their team needs. At
That
Savvy,
Savvy's taken out
gets
again
called
by the
out.
Bastion.
Grand Lake, time to push is now.
Answer back with another kill on Washington
At
Marion.
Biscuits
Soldier.
knows where that Bastion is. He's going to pin him.
Taken out.
And the
That's
Bastion
okay.
goes down.
That's okay.
But it may
we
be
have
too
someone on
little
the
too
point.
late. It's only at Savvy left over there.
So we had the Sigma actually and the Baptiste on the point. They got behind Grand Lake. I guess they just kind of ran. I don't have a teleport or anything. But we do have some ticks. Didn't get the first tick,
So Grand Lake
so
did
that it
opt
goes,
to
it regresses.
pick up the Diva now to counter that Bastion. And now Grand Lake is going to have a hard time.
And vulnerability field goes down as Zoda's Rally comes out from the side of Grand Lake.
That's going to be a lot of extra armor.
Definitely so. Oh no, Riptire coming out. It picks
Your boy,
up
man,
5.
Manzilla.
Team kill as Lil JP steals
Roger.
the.
Even confirmed it with the Roger.
Yeah, so
Steals the kill.
that's a pentakill. What is it?
Don't
I
not make
don't know. I don't go. I can't
X is
count.
8.
Can't count
Set.
higher than 5. Never mind. That pentakill comes out
Set-
for Mankill and Manzilla.
Septuple. Chat, what's a 6 kill called?
We see them pushing out. Bastion gets in turret mode again, but we see the Diva up top laying down damage. The invulnerability field comes out.
Lil JP
as Tank
almost to his ult.
is popped from Scion 5 there.
Probably more than Grand Lake needed to invest in that fight with the 2 ults. That was basically over after the Earth Shatter.
Definitely so. We do see the Bastion pick up 1 kill on Liquid Zero's Moira there with the tank form. Good to see them try another push here. Still got a minute 30 on the clock.
I would still really like to see Washington Marion run the sim just to get that Bastion moving around so he's not always in the same place. And Kill
Killa
almost
drops.
goes down right there. He does get picked up in the grab and drops back down, but the
Dropped
shield
to
keeps
7
him
health
up
there.
and the Moira is going to top him off.
Good job, Liquid Zero, keeping your DPS alive as this Bastion is just trying to shred through them. They pick up 1. It's answered back onto the Bastion, but Moira with the Coalescence drops the Bastion. And without that Bastion front line, Washington Marion has to retreat as 4 go down.
Washington Marion pulling out a couple different picks here. We are going to see the BAP swapping over to Lucio right here. not a whole lot that he's going to be able to do. You have a very static comp, but he will at least be able to maybe run past Grand Lake and touch point.
Tactical Visor was popped as well as Nano Boost.
And Grand Lake is just going to back away from that.
Scion 6 coming out with the Tactical Visor. Doesn't get too much from it, but definitely pushes them back. We do see Mankilla has his Riptire again. Let's see if he can get 6 this time. Here he goes.
Is he going to run over the top?
He gets 4. Crucially taking out the Bastion as Orisa is sitting there. She's trying. The Bongo went down, but so does she. 5 drop, 6 drop.
And that's going to be the match. The round.
Now,
sorry.
We're looking for Washington Marion to hold now.
Full hold for the draw.
They have to full hold.
Switching sides.
I do want to give it to them. They started on the first tick. They got to the point. It was about a third of the way up. They killed their duo back there and reset the game.
We can get a draw on this. So
we could.
I don't know what our Scion bylaws are for if we get a draw here and then Washington Marion gets the win on Nepal. We are at that point 1-1.
At that point, we go into custom mode and everyone plays May.
No.
We play May's snowball
I'm
offensive.
out. Nope. I'm out. Maybe on a paintball.
Oh, come on. May's snowball offensive? So much fun. So relaxing. Get to throw around snowballs. It's Southwest Louisiana, man. You don't get to do that a lot. You got to take advantage of the game.
You're so excited about snow.
I know. All right, we see Mankilla switching up from the Junkrat to the Tracer.
Lil JP going to be running the Diva again. Tricky Hunter pulling out the Ana.
As well as, we're still running back this Sigma, Orisa, Bastion, Soldier, Moira.
Washington Marion just doing their comfort picks, playing what they know.
Zenyatta comes out on the defense once again.
I do like the Zen. If you can get the Discord orb, it's really going to help.
Yes.
You have such a short window to get through, get your damage applied on that
I want to see
window that they're going to be running through.
Tricky Hunter sleep the Bastion. I think that's going to be the most effective thing that can go here, unless we have like this Sigma just going off.
I think Mankilla plays so aggressive and so far forward, even as Junkrat. I think he's going to try and sneak into the back line and just one-click the Bastion. Lil JP doing a little
sitting up there.
DM. There's a big Nano right there, and Mankilla gets the...
You see the Diva? She's behind you, taking out the Bastion.
Now, there's nothing he can really do. He's got that DM on him, and she just hits her E and lays those rockets
Lil
into him.
JP03 did really well going behind the point, and look at that. We have Mankilla being a
Dueling
menace
that
on
Moira.
the point. He's going to cap it. Got to get on the point. It's capped.
And the
Grand
one
Lake takes
tick,
it.
and Grand Lake takes it 2-0.
2-0. Pretty fast game there. I admire the Bastion hold, though. Tricky Hunter coming in with the Brig, play of the game. Rally to me, he says. Let's get that rocket flail swinging. There we go.
Little dash, little aggressive play right there. Not afraid of that Bastion.
Oh no, and there's the Penta once again from Mankill at the very end there. 9 Riptire kills.
Obviously, they were all softened up by the Brig well before that Riptire hit
Obviously,
the ground.
yes. I would really give that Penta to Tricky Hunter there.
I agree.
Yeah. Well,
that is going to be our last game of the night.
Those are our games.
If we can...
Good job, Washington Marion. Good job, Grand Lake. That is the 2-0 for Grand Lake there, and looks like our...
So the games we didn't see, Barb got 2-0 on Bell City on the backstage, and then Bell City 2-1 on Iway, also on the backstage. And that was going to be our final match, and Zach is going to go round up a player to do an interview now.
All right, guys, I'm over here with Tricky Hunter, the play of the game, stealing Brig here. How do you think that game went?
I think it went really well.
Yeah?
I think we held the point as well as we could. There were a few times where we staggered a bit. Other than that, our supports did their jobs. Our tanks were doing really good.
Oh, you're the support, of course. Okay, I see how
I'm
it
not
is.
trying
Supports definitely did their jobs, right?
Both the supports did their jobs. But our damage was doing really well, too. Logan Mankiller, he definitely deserved that second play. But
Yeah.
God, that was so funny.
It was very good. Now, when he went behind to capture the point on that last push,
Yes.
right there at the end of the game, was that communicated, or he was
Yeah,
just
that
kind of
was
like,
the
I'm
plan.
going?
That was the
That was the
plan.
plan all along.
And we were like,
Very
there's no way
nice.
that's going to work. And it ended up
And
working.
there
So
he goes and gets
I was
it.
surprised.
Nice.
I didn't even
All
think he'd
right.
make it all the way, but he did.
Right. Now, are there any teams that you're watched tonight or the other weeks that you're like, ooh, when we go up against them?
Sulphur.
Sulphur?
Sulphur looks really, really good.
Okay.
Their Reinhardt is really, really good.
Yes, definitely so.
Sulphur
Definitely
and Sam
so.
Houston are both good.
Dude, that
was
was
a
an
good game.
amazing
That was an
game. Definitely
awesome
so.
game.
All right, well, we'll see how you go up
All
against
right.
them. Do you know when you're playing them?
I think we
can see here.
play
Let's see.
Sulphur next week. I could be wrong.
You do.
Hey.
You play Sulphur next week. All right, well, I guess we'll see how that goes, man.
All right.
Thank you so much, Tricky
Thank
Hunter,
you.
coming on the board.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Congrats on the win. All right, guys, that will wrap us up for the night. Next week, we start with, let's see, St. Louis taking on Hamilton as game one of the night. Thank you, everyone who came out, everyone on YouTube. Thanks for answering my questions. Fellow Caster Grizz, parents, coaches, teachers, players, friends, family, thanks so much for coming out, supporting everyone here. And we will see y'all next week. All right. Bye-bye.